Yo, yo. Hello. No, don't be stupid. It's Tuesday night and it's early. Ooh, look at you.
To Nintendo Michael Myers.
Nintendo. Where are they selling those Nintendo's Myers? Or is that somebody doing them?
That was a guy on Instagram through Etsy. So, Pat, if you or Joe doesn't want one, maybe we can give one away as part of Funko.
Oh, giveaway. I like it. Giveaways.
But that's but if you want one, seriously, I don't know how bad you would want one.
Well, I just ordered the blue one from the Mondo variant that just it's way overpriced, but I did it like a jackass anyway.
Yeah. Oh, these are handmade. The guys in Chicago, Chicago Boogie Brian, posted about them, and then he was like, "Dude, yeah, the guys in Chicago." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Very nice.
In a nice bag with tissue paper. Look at that. How cute. We'll show them on Sunday. Whenever we're on next, I don't know.
Yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. We'll be back with the podcast on Sunday night after the long weekend. Hopefully I survive.
That's funny, Pat. I almost I saw Bill was commenting to me during the live Things with Two Heads last night. I go, "Hey, Bill, I'm going camping."
Nice. Yeah, I don't know. The wife still hasn't answered me about it yet, so I don't know. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll let you guys know in enough time. Those in the chat tonight for a double feature. So sit down, everybody, get some snacks, get some drinks. It's going to be a double feature night.
Get some bananas from the tailpipe.
I follow the banana in my tailpipe. Hey, what's up, Byron? What's going on? And Gene, what's up? Gene's in the house. What's going on? Doing good for a Tuesday. Had a shit day. Looking forward to this.
The Days of the Dead he was messaging me about. So,
oh, nice. November. I've been to November. I like November.
How cool of a notepad, before we get started, that this guy with these figures he left, or with the statues. Brett, thank you for bringing a little October during these scorching summer days. Isn't that cool? A little pumpkin?
Nice.
I thought it was cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
How excited, Pat. How excited are you excited to see the new one? I hope you are.
I am. I'm trying to figure out. I'm doing my Kiss thing tomorrow. Then I'll probably watch it after that because I don't have to work. No work on Thursday or Friday. Saturday, Sunday, so 4-day weekend.
Yeah,
so I'll watch it tomorrow night after Kiss live stream.
Do you have to go to Jersey or New York tomorrow?
Jersey shitty.
That's not too bad then, right?
Unless with any luck, I'll die in my sleep and I won't have to get up and go.
Oh.
Don't. If it's going to happen, wait till Sunday. This way I can enjoy my next couple of days while I'm off. But yeah, let's get this shindig started. So we're going to start with the OG Beverly Hills Cop from 1984. 40 years old this year. Where were you in 1984? Did you see this in the theater? Did you wait until it came on cable? Where did you see Beverly Hills Cop? And do you remember how big this was? This Eddie Murphy was the shit. when this came out.
Yes. I will tell you, Pat, I saw this. You know how my brother saw it in the theater, he always tells about, but this was one of the few VHS movies that came out right away at VHS, not like the $100. This was one that you could buy for retail price right away on VHS. Remember that all the movies they did that back in the day with VHS?
No, they didn't. And they were not cheap VHSs.
Yeah, it was $20. I watched it. My grandpa bought it, and then we watched it. I watched it for the first time with my grandfather, which is kind of wild to think of.
But I get it all queued up. I'm watching it on Netflix. Are you watching Netflix? Are you watching it on one of your DVDs?
Absolutely, Netflix. I'm going to send this to my brother really quick, Pat, and then just want him to have it in case he's available up in Wisconsin. I got my ass kicked, you know.
Shit, I got my ass kicked in Wisconsin. I need a beer then. You know,
did they have that full bloody disgusting display, by the way?
Yeah, they had the whole thing, yeah.
And I'm sure they didn't have a Terrifier 2
no, they didn't. Nope.
VHS. Okay.
I bought these for the wife over the weekend. I'm going to try one. Spearing off ice screwdrivers.
Screwdrivers, old school, bud.
Going old school here. But I got it all queued up. Let's do a quick countdown. 3, 2, 1, and play. We're watching Beverly Hills Cop. We're watching it on Netflix. If you guys have Netflix, we're going to be watching both of them back-to-back on Netflix. There will be pee breaks.
How many seconds yet?
I am at... Oh, I hate on Netflix. This counts backwards, so it doesn't tell you how far in you are. You know?
Oh, mine says, like, it just went to black and Paramount Pictures Presents. That's where I'm at.
All right, I'll pause it for 1 second. I have Don Simpson, Jerry Bruckheimer production up.
Yep, that's where I'm at now. It went to
Beautiful. There we go. I don't remember that in association with Eddie Murphy Productions. I don't remember that.
Yep. And you could watch and of course I'm a nerd. I watched the first 5 minutes of the new movie. They posted it on, I forgot which website posted it. Very resemblant. So not going to say anything further. It was a lot of fun to watch the first 5 minutes. I don't care. I'm a nerd like that.
Oh, that was loud. I had to lower it a little bit. That was heat is on, just started blasting in my ears.
I know, when I had to turn it down so we don't get dinged, obviously. That's an interesting way to say it. Hold on.
What's that?
Talk to the...
Fred says, the movie almost feels like a comedy version of In the Heat of the Night because it involves an African-American cop who comes to an upscale neighborhood to investigate a murder. I can see the parallel. Yeah. And I was just in Detroit not that long ago. Did get this checked out, Motown. This song was huge back then. Remember the MTV video? It's like you see all these little kids sitting out on the stoop. It's like you realize this is 40 years ago, so they're all in their 40s now.
Yeah, like I was probably one of those little kids back then, you know?
Yeah, right. You're only a couple years old.
I was 3 years old, Pat. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you old. It's just kind of wild.
Of a bitch. Well, 1984, I was 12.
I don't know, Pat. I was talking to a coworker today. It's kind of the same thing I'll probably post tomorrow on social media. It's just running out of these iconic characters that are reprising these roles. This is one of the last that I've been anticipating for a long time. So
true. Yeah, it's like, you know, you figure, well, Eddie Murphy's what now?
64.
I was gonna say he's got to be in his early 60s. So yeah, I mean, he's still in great shape. He can do it all, but at some point, it's going to be like, you know, too physical.
My favorite line here, though. That's not me, man. I'm from Buffalo. My buddy Dan used to say that all the time. Talk to me. Tell me something.
Slash Fred says, did you know that Gil Hill, who plays Axel's boss, Inspector Todd, was a real-life police officer? Did you not, Freddie?
And then he became he tried to run for mayor.
Of Detroit?
Yep.
Did not know that.
He was a very humble. Martin Brest on the commentary track found him when he was checking out the sites in Detroit. He was the complete opposite of how he is in the movie. Now, this actor, you know, Frank Pesci, it sounds like it's almost Pesci, but it's spelled with a an E instead of an I, like Joe Pesci. He passed away just 2 years ago.
Did he really?
Yeah. Which would have been funny to bring him back because he was in the second one. Remember I told you about him? He said he was from Buffalo. How about this? Died at 75. Complications from dementia. That's terrible.
Oh, that's a shame.
He's in some other stuff too. I just can't. I should look it up and see what else he's been.
Yeah, I recognize him from a few other things in the 80s.
Oh, definitely Italian, right, Ben?
Oh, yeah. Who the fuck am I? Who the fuck am I?
Every time I see those sirens on those cop cars, you know what I think of, right? Fucking Naked Gun.
Naked Gun. Oh, yeah, with the big cherry on top?
Yeah.
I'm from Buffalo. Oh, Paul Mole's in the background. That's what was my dad's cigarette of choice.
That was, you know who smoked that and bought a carton of cigarettes behind me at a gift shop at a hotel at a convention was George Romero.
Oh, did he? He smoked them?
Bought a whole carton of it right behind me. I was like, fuck, how much was that at a hotel?
Oh, God, that must have been like freaking $100. Hey,
I was
what's
so
up, Larry?
nervous to say something to him, and then he was awesome.
Love this series, with part 2 being his favorite. There's no way part 4 is going to be worth a shit, right? Although, hey, you can always wonder, and you can always hope that it's at least decent. I'm not expecting it to be this good, but as long as it's decent.
Ronnie, good evening. I'm with you. I'm a fan of 2. Pat knows that. I like 2 a bit more. It's got that Tony Scott feel to it, and the director really emphasized more on part 2 than 1, and he had never seen part 3, so you're going to have very little anything from part 3, rightfully so. I really think it's going to be pretty good, though.
I hope so. I think, I mean, yeah, as long as he shook off the curse of Coming to America, too.
I remember my daughter just catching this scene where he's like flying on the side of the truck. That looks like fun. I'm like, no. I'm like, you try to hold on to a chain bare hands, good luck. Your hands will be freaking wrecked.
When he was young, he was in great shape. Oh, cigarettes, my father would have a heart attack. Oh, my Paul Moles.
From the Dearborn hijacking, that bus went down last week.
Oh, there's another one I remember. The Pointer Sisters doing the Neutron Dance on MTV.
Wouldn't you think you would see scavengers grabbing all those cigarettes, though?
Oh, hell yeah.
Nowadays, maybe even more. I like this driver. He's going to start laughing his ass off when that cop car goes over. You know, they blame him for all this stuff, but what about this fucking guy, even though I know he goes to jail, right? My buddy's in a prisoner body shop fixing all the cars he smashed that day.
I'm just smashing all these old cars, man. Just plowing them all down. That's awesome.
Did I just see the station wagon from Halloween?
Yeah, right? No, not that one. Don't hit that.
Don't do that.
Gene
Gene, I haven't seen it yet, so it's good? Yeah, I've heard some people like it.
I haven't watched Jigsaw either, believe it or not. It's on Netflix. Maybe I'll check it out over the weekend.
Now, obviously, this was a Stallone machine first, right? And then they kind of wanted to do comedy with Eddie. Is it safe to say he probably wouldn't have gotten this role if he didn't do 48 Hours, right? 48 Hours is kind of what.
No, 48 Hours. If he hadn't done 48 Hours, I don't think he would have got this role. He was basically being what he was in 48 Hours, except here he was a cop, not the convict.
Still a lot of cigarettes back there. You know, Slasher Fred, what's funny is I think Pat and I were loosely talking about it the other night. It's like he seems like he's like a unbelievable cop in Beverly Hills, but he seems to have more trouble like doing shit in Detroit.
Yeah, of course, there's more trouble in Detroit.
Oh, there's Paul Reiser.
Look at young Paul Reiser.
See, I was trying to think back what the third one. So the third one, Jerry Bruckheimer, the Don Simpson's production, did not do 3. So kind of makes sense where they kind of went back to the old school routes of the first 2. Doesn't that guy look like Carl Weathers in the background sitting at that table?
Yeah, he does. Good
Is that Apollo Creed sitting back there?
Get away from me. I'm going to shoot you.
You know, the continuity too, which was kind of interesting with the second one. You know how they're going to give the other detective that he says haven't left his desk in 12 years, Ranton, the character. Do you remember him saying that?
Yeah.
That guy, they show him in the second movie at the beginning when he shows up at the police station.
Dude, man, I haven't watched these movies in so long. This is good to be able to do both of them back to back. Oh, here he comes.
Paul Reiser, it's showtime, okay? A lot of amazing mustaches in the Detroit precinct, huh? See these guys in the background?
Well, that's it. It's part of being a cop back in the day. You had to have a mustache. Slasher Fred says, I think that this movie may have been the first comedy police movie because most police movies were very serious.
Yeah. You know what's funny, Slasher Fred? You say that too. Like the first Lethal Weapon, dead serious. But as they went on to do other ones, they got a little bit more humorous too. So I love the first one the best too because it is the most serious.
Chef, this is none of your fucking business.
Where the fuck did you get a truckload of cigarettes from? Yeah,
Have you tried these straight off ices yet? They taste taste like Tang.
Very sweet, I bet.
Yeah, like tastes like Tang.
It was a good commentary track with Martin Brest because Martin Brest wasn't or he's still alive. He's still I don't know what he's done recently, but he wasn't an action film director. So like these action sequences kind of like he was taken back when he was doing them.
Look at that old beat up old Nova. Up here we go. First sound of Axel F.
Now, Pat, you're a music guy. Was this now? There's no vocals. Would this eligible? It's still eligible to be on a Billboard chart, right?
It probably was. It was huge. I remember this being everywhere back in '84.
Do you remember those books? Like my dad had a few of those versions of the Billboard Top 40 hit books. He loved those.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I used to watch the case. Well, I still listen to Casey Kasem every weekend, but I used to watch him on TV, listen to him on the radio. I used to listen to all that shit back then. And even before that was Solid Gold. Ugh. Good old days of good TV on Saturday mornings.
Or like the guy that used to sell the juicers.
Oh, God, the hell, Jack LaLanne?
Yeah, Jack LaLanne, the juicer, yeah.
We had one. My wife bought one years ago. It didn't last long. Or it made very well.
Now we're coming up to James Russo, right? And I guess he's in that most recent trilogy of Kevin Costner westerns, which bombed. I guess the first one bombed this past week.
Oh, he's in that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't realize he's in Django Unchained too. He's got quite a filmography.
Hey, what's up, Ryan? Ryan's grabbing some fajitas with the wife and kid. How's everybody doing tonight? I'm doing good, man.
Hey, Ryan.
Ryan for a long night.
Ryan was in the chat with the thing with two heads. I saw his name pop up.
I had it on. I was doing some work last night. I had it on in the background, so I actually never got a chance to comment. But I did. I listened to most of it, then I went to bed.
I wanted to tell you, I went to their TeePublic. You know, Sean's got that TeePublic thing for their merch, their website. Can you believe he's put up that piece of artwork where he's got the Myers mask on with the still peacocking shirt?
I see. That's awesome.
So I ordered something cheap. I'm going to send him a picture of it. And I'd be like, hey, Where's the residuals here on this one, buddy?
Yeah, right. Was it
Pat
for
and I
us?
are
We wouldn't
looking
have
for-
that. Yeah.
I told him, like, I have my one coworker that's used to be a comic book artist. Got to do the picture of him. Like, remember that famous picture of Ozzy? I had the shirt where he's like holding the bat like he's gonna bite it off, the head off.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, you got to make a picture. You got to make a picture of Sean with the peacock, like he's
With a
gonna bite the
peacock.
head off the peacock. $50, you don't make that shot.
Oh, there's that laugh. Infamous Eddie Murphy laugh.
God, Pat, I would have thought we were looking at the Buccaneer for a little bit,
Yeah, right.
but all bars looked like that back then.
They all looked the same back in the day. I missed that. I missed the old bars with the paneling.
This bar looks just like the bar in Running Scared with Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal, where they hang out.
Actually, almost looks like the bar from Used Cars.
You know what would have been even funnier if they literally did go steal a car?
He reminds me so much of God. What the hell was his name at Police Academy? The guy with the Puerto Rican
Gutenberg?
accent. It wasn't Puerto Rican.
Gutenberg? Oh, no,
No.
you're talking about the guy that gets the chicks.
Yeah, the guy who does all the chicks. I can remember so
Move
often.
off the sides,
lose
please.
it.
Hey, you
I
got it,
can remember so
Ronnie.
often you lose your Puerto Rican accent. Ronnie says, "I'll be in and out, boys, cooking supper for the girls. What's on tap tonight, Ronnie? What do you guys got? What do you got on the grill?" I had some steak. I had some steak before this.
I had leftover. We made a sirloin tri-tip the other night on the new pellet grill, and I cut that so damn thin where you could kind of make whether it was steak sandwiches or. So I had some of that left over with some mixed vegetables. Oh, here we go. Yeah.
What have you been, man? He was good at Better Call Saul. Remember in Better Call Saul?
He's very good. What's the actor's name? Oh God, it's good. Jonathan Banks.
Yep.
If you remember, he's in 48 Hours, but him and Eddie don't have a scene together because he's dead before Eddie even debuts on screen. He's the one cop that gets shot. Did you not watch Breaking Bad?
I didn't finish it. I started, never finished it, but I actually, believe it or not, watched more Better Call Saul than I did Breaking Bad. Axel's friend is the heel from the Burning Bed. Really? I haven't seen the Burning Bed in a long time.
You know, I'll look that up. I hope.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. Oh, God. Rest in peace, Farrah Fawcett. I don't remember that movie. It's been a long time. And he's the guy who tries to rob the store at the end of Fast Times, is he? Wow.
Oh, he's an
Or me while I
inside
sneeze.
man. That's a nasty way to die.
Sure is.
Burning Bed, I'm guessing early 80s.
Yeah, with Farrah Fawcett. When she was like that abused wife and burned the house down to kill her husband. Actually, I eventually she got off for it.
What's the one where she's kind of being tortured by the guy? Like, not, well, I don't think anything really sexual happens, where she's like trapped in a house with the guy. Extremities. That's the one I was thinking of. You ever seen that?
Oh, God, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Yeah, I'm Ronnie. I'm right there with you, man. I've not seen that since the 80s, since it came on.
Yeah, he's in Extremities. He's the guy. So is that the same as Burning Box? Maybe that's the one that. Yeah, you're talking about Extremities. See, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Actually, speaking of Fast Times, this year also marks the 40th anniversary of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Yeah, we're gonna do the Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it premiered. What that was November, right? Wasn't it
Yeah.
November?
Didn't we look it up? It's later this year.
Yeah. So I think I'm pretty sure it's in November. So I think we're gonna in the month of November we'll hit up all the Nightmare movies.
Elm Streets, yeah, because we haven't done them. I just didn't walk into this town from the cotton fields. Release date November 16th. Yeah, I remember. Look, you know why we looked it up? Because that's Joe's birthday. That's my daughter's birthday.
That's right. There you
that.
go. I knew it was November, and I knew there was a reason why I was going to remember it.
That was the other problem with the third one. A lot of people
bug spray.
Yeah, that's right.
I haven't seen. God, that's a movie. Jesus, you guys are blowing the cobwebs out on me. I'm an old man.
She wears that black lingerie throughout the whole movie.
Yeah, she was. Oh God. Well, I grew up with her. She was. I mean, my brother and I had that poster on our wall.
Breast cancer got her, if I remember right. Right?
No, she had. Of all things, anal cancer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, any cancer is no good. No cancer is good,
No,
as you know. But yeah, that was a rough way to go. And still, that's what we got to do. We got to do a Cannibal Run watch along.
See, if we had more time in California together, but we were busy with the Halloween stuff.
I took a picture of that because of Beverly Hills Cop, the Beverly Hills Hotel.
You did?
Why are you taking a picture of it? I guess because I remember it from Beverly Hills Cop. We drove down Rodeo Drive.
The police station I took a lot of pictures of in front. You probably passed the police station for all you know.
I probably didn't even realize it, didn't even think of it. But I remember I was like, why are you taking pictures of this? I'm like, what do you call it? Well, you have Beverly Hills Cop, you have the movie Hotel Beverly Hills.
Slasher Fred was talking about the outfits. That was something Martin Brust talked about. Eddie added his 2 cents in, where the two guys or the two, I think there were 2 guys, have the outfits just with different colors. They walk past here in a little bit.
And you've driven down Rodeo Drive. It's not a long street by no means.
It is not at all, but you got to be there for a purpose to go into those shops. So
when we drove past it seemed like people were doing more of just like sightseeing than even shopping. I don't think anybody was even going to the stores. They were just walking down Rodeo Drive.
You know what day I went there, and you'll remember this. The day I filmed our video just to show a preview of the hotel and the convention center. That was the day I went down Rodeo Drive.
It's like I think I've mentioned before, we wanted to pass the Playboy Mansion. Well, the old Playboy Mansion is not owned by them anymore. So we went up to Beverly Hills, and it is so covered, you can't even see it if you tried. There's like 25-foot high trees and a huge gate. So we didn't even get to see it. I was bummed.
You were. I got to tell you, this girl, dollar store PJ Souls. She's cute.
Yeah. Rolling Stones magazine. Axel Foley. Yeah, she's definitely cute. Beautiful blue eyes.
There's definitely just this one especially. There's just not things you're not going to do in movies anymore or say like this.
Slasher Fred says the actor who played the main bad guy, Victor Maitland, appeared in the American version of The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo.
Stephen Burkhoff, Slasher Fred. Yep. Yes. I remember when I saw that, I was like, I think that's Victor Maitland. But Rambo First Blood Part 2. He's the one colonel or general that's.
Yes, that's right.
He's got the Rambo's knife on the grill there, getting hot. This guy reminds me of somebody too. I'm trying to think of. Looks like the guy that could replace what's his name in Return of the Living Dead.
Yeah, and here $235. The funny thing is, if you listen to this, he just says he's like shocked at the price. $235 a night. That is nothing. Now, could you imagine? Probably like $2,000 a night. We paid more than that when we went to Chiller Theater.
Damn right. Isn't that crazy? Time flies by. Look at that. That's why I forgot to put my Mumford shirt on. Lisa got me one of those for Christmas a number of years
Oh,
ago.
did she?
Yeah. Because I remember I opened it in front of extended family, and some people didn't get it. And then I remember my mom being like, "Oh God, I knew that," because my parents have seen these movies a ton of times too. Did you see? I'm sorry. Did you see either of these first two in the theater?
I saw part 2. I didn't see the first one. I saw this on HBO, but I remember going to the theater to see part 2. It was a big event too.
Big summer movie, made a ton of money.
Yeah. Well, there he is.
Now, is the statue supposed to look like him?
Exactly.
Yes, the audio the voice audiobook actor, or whatever you want to call him.
Yeah,
Halloween Kills.
There's your narrator of Halloween Kills.
Thank you, narrator. Common sense. I should have known that.
Ahmed Fali.
One moment.
Ahmed Fali.
Look at the girl. Look at this guy's chest hanging out. The dog is scrubbed.
Not sexy.
I think that's part of it too. We kind of thrown the dialogue out from this movie on our podcast since we've been doing this like quite a lot here. The lemon twist. Did you watch Perfect Strangers? We were fans.
Oh, I used to watch it all the time. Love Perfect Strangers.
Balky.
Get the fuck out of here! Somebody else, I said it myself.
Now, Lisa Eilbacher,
She's cute as hell.
ripping on her hair. I thought she looked pretty damn good in this.
No, this was like, she looked great in this. Her hair was very what the hell was the girl's name from Runaway? The one the opposite Tom Selleck, the cop.
Kirstie Alley.
Not Kirstie Alley.
Oh,
the other hot
girl
one.
with the legs.
With the legs. Same kind of hair.
Well, she was at a convention a number of years ago, the Hollywood Collectors Show, but I had her sign Officer and a Gentleman. She's got a big part in Officer and a Gentleman.
Yeah.
She's in the one movie where Chuck Norris makes the guy swallow his watch. 10 to Midnight. Did you ever see that?
Yes. Not a long time. Holy shit.
Leviathan. Do you remember that movie? She was in that. Yeah, when we did Runaway, God, what was that woman's name? We thought you and I talked about her for a while.
Oh, she was stunning. Beautiful, beautiful. She looks like they could be sisters. They look like they could honestly be sisters.
Yeah, they could just switch off from day to day. I wouldn't care.
I would take one on each arm, take one home, put one in the drawer for later.
Cynthia Rhodes.
That's it. See, how do we not know that? Rhodes, Marcy.
She was in Flashdance, Staying Alive, and Dirty Dancing.
Yeah. Ahmed Fali.
Axel. I like when he's going to go in here.
Favorite sketch comedy series I loved was in Living Color. Oh, Living Color was classic. It was must-see TV when I was a kid.
I like Jonathan Bake's face here, Pat, when he first sees Eddie come in. He's like, oh, I fucked up. He's like, oh, shit.
Like,
What is he wearing? Like a Hugh Hefner robe there?
He's looking like he's like wearing like a gown, like he's getting his hair cut or something.
Good acting job, Victor.
Yeah.
So his house, Pat, I don't know if you've read about this, where they're going to have the big shootout outside. If you've ever watched Commando, part of that house is used when Arnold's getting in.
Oh, is
The
it?
same house.
I'll have to look.
Scenes.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I think that's the last time slasher Fred Steven Berkoff acted. I'm gonna look that up because I remember watching that. I'm like, oh my god, I hadn't seen him in a long time.
Ryan, sounded like a liberal at a vax station getting boosters, Pat. Take one in each arm and one home to keep it.
Pat, Steven Berkoff's in A Clockwork Orange? I gotta go back and look at that.
Was he?
It's one of the first ones that comes up. That and Octopussy, James Bond.
Really?
He's Orlov.
He was
Look at
in
mustaches here.
Orange? I don't remember him.
God, look at the mustaches on these fucking guys. Look at his face, like, uh-oh. Something tells me he's getting thrown out of a window in the new movie. I think they're going to have fan service and a lot of stuff in this new movie. What do you think?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, this is what I was saying before. It's basically a role reversal from 48 Hours.
Yeah. Wouldn't it have been funny? It was the same year. These are the two same guys in Police Academy, the two knuckleheads.
Yeah. The Blue Oyster Bar guys.
It's like haircuts and they're
That's what they look like.
Wow, what's with you guys? I still laugh. He wears like in the preview of the new one. He's still wearing the same fucking Adidas shoes he's worn throughout this whole series.
Oh, is he?
Same stuff. Yeah.
Jaywalking.
I think the police station's like a village hall, if I remember right. I remember my wife with that. She's like, "You're gonna get out of the car here, aren't you?" I'm like, "I'm gonna get out of the car."
Get out. Yeah, you gotta get out of the car. You have to. Everybody out there, hit that like button. Let's get those likes up, people. Nobody's watching now.
Sorry, we're not watching a horror movie.
Yeah, we're big fans of this, and we do our comedy bits. I don't know.
I won't have to recommend a movie for a long time again after tonight.
Maybe they will put the banana in the tailpipe. Maybe it'd be like a cucumber. Just gonna stay for a while. I just ordered some pizza.
God, even looking at those payphones now, it's so weird. So freaking weird, dude.
I was just someplace recently and I saw a payphone. And I was like,
Frank
wow.
Riker is here. We're not ordering pizza from California. Here we go again.
No, I was in oh yeah, remember that. When I was in Detroit, when I was at Detroit Diesel, I was walking out and they had like a little boot, like a cubby, like where you can make a phone call. I'm like, oh my god, I haven't seen a freaking payphone in years.
You know, Gene, yeah, it's a risque movie to watch. It's hard to watch. I like it for the music. And I tell you, Malcolm McDowell, it's got to be his role, his performance, right?
Oh, definitely.
Steven Kubrick was a goofy fellow, though, as we know. I think John Ashton hasn't changed age, has he?
Not at all.
He might look younger in the new one. Stat? Fuck you, man. You know what's fitting too, Pat, is so Judge Reinhold, arguably, Billy saves his life in this one, and Taggart saves his life in the second one.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I can't handle basic training again, man.
You know, my buddy Dan, who goes to these conventions with me, Pat, he's such a laid back dude. But when we met Ronnie Cox, he's like, fuck that guy, being so negative. How could you give me the second one to sign?
Axel's so funny with his. I have never been in a cellar for I stay for a while. Just ordered some pizza. Yeah, good old one-liners. He was great for that.
No, I don't want to do that. He's very good in RoboCop, though. I would say he's probably better in that than he is in these movies.
Yeah,
because he's really the big villain, right? I forgot he's in Deliverance.
He was in he played a cop. What the hell was the movie I just watched recently on Tubi?
He's in Total Recall.
What was it? The Hollywood Murders or something like that, where all the hookers were getting killed, and he was and he played a cop in it. Look it up. Look at his IMDb. It was like Hollywood something. Or he was like a vice cop.
Hollywood Chainsaw Hooker. No, just kidding. Remember that movie? How old are we talking, Pat?
It was like the late 70s, early 80s. It was before this, I think. I could be wrong. It was like the Hollywood Vice, maybe.
Oh, he's in Murder at 1600. That's one of the better Wesley Snipes movies. I gotta remember he's in Total Recall. Oh, Loose Cannons with Gene Hackman and Dan Aykroyd. I haven't seen that in years. Amazon Women on the Moon he's in.
Was he?
Steel Justice. Hollywood Vice Squad is probably what you're
thinking.
There
it is. That's the one. Hollywood Vice Squad.
Oh, he's in The Beast Within. The Beast Within's, what's his name, the director, right? Oh, no, Tom Holland wrote it. He didn't direct it. Okay, he's the main character in The Beast Within.
I haven't seen that one in ages either. We gotta do like a whole like 80s thing. Just keep doing 80s movies.
Fuck yeah. You know, he is like Joe said it right the other night. He's the ultimate bullshit artist. That's what makes these funny, right? Just
uh-huh.
Is this your car?
He's like looking like, is this your car? Crappy blue Chevy Nova.
I forgot to ask you. Have you ever had mint julep before? Do you like mint julep, like the premix stuff?
I've never had the premix ones, but I've had like one at a bar, like where they make one.
Unmade. So I should have asked you to go look around Derby season in May, but Old Forester makes these. I love it to death. 60 proof, not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Try it out.
Put it on the rocks with some water.
Yeah, get it for this weekend. I got a nice 4-day weekend coming, people. Watch out, liver. Here it comes.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a cigar here. Fell asleep the other night. Got some Buffalo Trace cigars. Gotta try one of those. I wonder what the box office was on this.
I still can't get up to that. I haven't watched this in so long. It's $253 a night. I still can't get up. That's nothing now. It's dropping a bucket for a good hotel room.
Look at that old Dodge. You know, I love. You know what they cast Damon Wayne's name as in this on IMDb? Banana Man.
Is it Banana Man?
Actually, this wasn't a summer movie in '84, Pat. This came out in December of '84.
Was it? I don't even remember. Yeah, I didn't see this. Like I said, I saw part 2 in the theater. This I saw on cable.
Wow. So 13 million budget estimated. Made 235 million gross US and Canada worldwide, over 320 million.
Wow.
That's a lot for nowadays for a movie.
Oh yeah.
By the way, thanks for the sandwiches. So there's a guy in Etsy, Pat. So, like, remember the little Halloween title plaque we bought at Monster Mania, the orange one that's back here?
That.
Yeah. There's a guy in Etsy that made them for all the movies with the fonts and everything. I'm thinking about buying them slowly over time for the masks, to put them in front of the masks.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea. I could put them right down there by all the masks. I like that.
And you know what's funny? He has like a couple from every one, like color, like what's it? So Halloween 6, he has Halloween the Curse of Michael Myers, like the legitimate release, or he did the one with the thorn in Halloween 666, the origin. He did one like that.
Oh, that's cool. So I have to check it out.
How do you know we're here? I said, let you try.
Oh, here it is. The Banana Man.
Look at Damon Wayans.
Just take them.
Take the banana. And it was supposed to be a potato. Eddie thought it'd be funnier with a banana. I think he was right.
Well, yeah, but why would you be able? Where would you? You have to go to like a potato bar to get a potato. At least there, it was like a fruit bar. So
it might be. I'm not a big Funko Pop guy. It might be one of my favorite Funko Pops. They made it with the bananas in his hand.
Did they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
When I met Judge Reinhold, that was the same one as Ronnie Cox at Days of the Dead. That was the same Days of the Dead. Met Alice Cooper too. It was right after the Cubs won that big World Series, and Alice Cooper saw me with all the Cubs stuff on. He's like, "Dude, that was an amazing night for you, wasn't it? It was an amazing night to watch." Remember Judge Reinhold? Remember he got in trouble where he kind of went nuts, like in public. He went off. I forget. I don't know. I would have to go back and look at what he had
remember
done.
something about that. Yeah, like yeah.
It was like a week after I met him. That happened.
I can't handle basic training, man. Are you holding?
Good year for Judge, even though it's not a big role, but Gremlins was this year too.
Yeah. Well, he was early '80s, early to mid '80s. He was on fire. He had
It's funny, like that role in Gremlins is not a big role at all. It's very minimal.
No, but just think of some of the big movies he's been in. Besides this, Gremlins, part 2 of this, Fast Times, Stripes.
Vice Versa was a movie. Oh, what's his? Remember, he's isn't he the dad in the first Tim Allen Santa Claus, right?
Santa Claus. Then he was in real cheesy movies like Pandemonium.
Oh my God. You know, Kevin Smith did the Clerks cartoon, based off of just Clerks. And Judge Reinhold played himself as Judge Reinhold. He was a judge.
Judge Reinhold. That's nice.
Please rise for Judge Reinhold. And everybody starts laughing in the courthouse. And the lady goes, show your respect for Judge Reinhold.
That's like in Back to School. Dean Martin.
You know what? I should find that part on YouTube. They don't bring Eddie Murphy in, but Judge Reinhold, like, he's about ready to sentence, like Jay and Silent Bob. And they bring in Axel Foley. It's animated, right? He comes running in, Axel Foley, Billy, Axel. He said, come on, we got some work to do. And they go around just putting bananas in tailpipes and all these cars. The conversation that these two have, Pat, do you remember this? He had an eye going like this.
Slasher says, in the sequel, when Axel is pretending to be a psychic named Johnny Wishbone, that reminds me of the show Psych, which has the character of Sean Spencer fakes being a psychic to solve crimes. I forgot about that, Johnny Wishbone.
That's right. Yeah, that's a good show. I watched it and I kind of got out of watching that, but that's a fun show.
Yeah, and I've seen your car. I'll drive.
That's some cold shit.
My wife's friend has an old convertible Benz just like that.
It's got to be pretty valuable, right?
Yeah.
You know what somebody put up for sale and it's in real good condition in our neighborhood? And I told Lisa about it and she's like, "Why can't I picture?" I'm like, "Google it." And she's like, "Oh my god, I remember those. Somebody's got a real good Pontiac Fiero for sale for like
Oh
$4
God,
grand."
I remember those.
I told Lisa, I'm like, "You won't ever see us in one of those with how small those are." Then the 90s had the Miata.
Oh God, the Mazda Miatas. I remember those.
With the finger door lock, right? The door handle. Very fun. Well,
Hey,
Taggart's got,
Ryan. He's home. Timestamp. Timestamp is.
you got it, Pat?
How do you do that? I hate when it counts back. It's hard
Here,
that way.
Ryan, I got it here because it's different
Yes.
on the one you got, Pat.
Okay, yeah. Somebody tells me how much time is left, not where we are. I don't know why. I hate that.
45-25.
There you go.
Ryan, 45-25.
Just getting the Maitland's warehouse.
Go home.
Go home with her. The hell with this.
You know what, Pat? That's exactly what I was thinking too, dude.
It's like, who cares? Just go home with her in the car. The character of Taggart reminds Slasher Fred of Dennis Franz's character on the classic Cop II. He does. You know what? If you look at Taggart in this, his face, he almost looks like the hell is it? Shit, what the hell is his name? Why am I drawing a blank? I'm the um original Darth Vader. Tells his name. Help me. And when he actually takes off the Darth Vader, his face, he actually looks like him.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah. I'm drawing a blank on his name. Somebody help me in the chat. The OG character that you see in Empire Strikes Back. Well, actually, Return of the Jedi, I should say. That's a big beam. How you doing?
You know, I was thinking he probably got with her when he was younger, maybe, and he's like, I've already been on that.
Probably hit it. He probably hit it. Who wouldn't?
They're childhood friends. He doesn't even let the guy
He didn't
read
even
the
look at
fucking
it.
badge that quick.
I know. Gonna flash something from a store.
So, you know, he couldn't be in Beverly Hills Cop 3, right, John Ashton? You know what because he's scheduled to do a role before that. Do you remember Trapped in Paradise? Did you ever watch that movie with Nicolas Cage and Dana Carvey and John Lovitz?
I know. I never saw it. I know what the movie is. I never saw it. Is that any good?
It's all right. Nothing crazy.
Hey, what's up, Travis?
Travis, there you are, buddy. You're a fan here. Sebastian Shaw. Okay. That's who you're thinking of, right, Pat?
Is that who it was from the original Darth Vader? No.
Here.
Hold on. Let's see.
So the security guard, he passed away in 2005. Damn.
No, David Prowse. That's what I was thinking of. If you look at David Prowse when he takes off his Darth Vader helmet, he looks just like Taggart.
Will you hide stuff from me?
Someone brought it up to me that Axel could be gay in the first movie, which I can kind of see.
I've heard that too, Travis. It doesn't nowadays. It really doesn't matter, right? But if you would have done that back then, I don't think it works. Everybody looks at that stuff differently now, right, Pat? It's just back then. It just couldn't have worked back then, right?
Nah.
You know what? And honestly, though, Judge Reinhold's better in the second one too because of the switchblade and all the guns.
No, because he's much more hardcore in the second one. So he jumps in and starts laughing with that signature Eddie Murphy laugh.
Scares the shit out of him. Now he's going to start slowly opening up to Billy and then obviously Taggart as the movie goes on, right?
Yep. This is when they started to bond.
I can honestly say, I don't think I've ever had a chicken salad sandwich before or shrimp salad sandwich either.
Really? Neither one?
I've had chicken salad. I've had shrimp salad. Never had it as a sandwich, though. Same goes for tuna. I'm not a tuna guy, though.
I love tuna fish. Tuna fish sandwich, man. Love it. Travis says it's interesting how they did two of these movies without a love interest. Yeah.
You know what? And yeah, Travis, that's interesting. If you're looking at time of duration in a film, this film, there's just no time for it. I think is really what it boils down, right?
Yeah.
And the third one, obviously, there is with isn't that Tyson's ex-wife or was it somebody else? I forgot.
Oh, what was Tyson's ex-wife?
Was it Teresa Randall? Robin Givens? Maybe it was Robin Givens who was Tyson's ex-wife, right?
Yeah, she was definitely his ex-wife. Light beers?
Teresa Randall. That's who in the third one is. She's Martin Lawrence's wife in the Bad Boys movies.
Oh, that's right. Right, I eat tuna steak, but that stuff and I can't. It smells like a Mexican crack horse pussy out of summer. Oh man, I love me some tuna fish sandwiches though. With some toast. Oh, I do like tuna steaks though.
Yeah, Travis, I think what you're saying there with the lighting, that's like the second one has the Tony Scott dark and grainy look to it. I think that's one of the aspects of why I like it. So it's cool that you point that out, like with the third movie. Yeah, third one's pretty artificial. You can't have a halt in production after a fight, a dispute on set either, which is what the third one had, and it was.
There he is, being a cop.
We ever go back into a buddy cop thing, Pat? A few months, be cool to watch Running Scared. I think you said you like Running Scared. Obviously, I love Running Scared. It's a Chicago film.
Got to do what do you call it too? We could do that. We could do what do you call it too? I'm like going to blank on it. Friggin' Russell and Stallone.
Oh, Tango and Cash?
Tango and Cash.
Yeah, Cobra. Philip. Hey, man. Phil.
Look at Teresa Randall and the actress playing his daughter in the fourth one. There is a lot of resemblance.
Did you
Check
see the newer trailer for that Josh Hartnett movie, Trap? Looks
Yeah.
wild.
Hey, Jimmy, what's up?
Hey, Jimmy.
Shaking. Anybody tuning in? What's the timestamp on yours? Because you can see timestamp on yours. Mine, I can't.
Yes, I sure can.
Still in Beverly Hills Cop Part 1.
5432. Eric
Yep,
M.
go ahead.
How are you, man?
Hey, Eric, what's going on, buddy?
Yeah, Slasher Fred, you're right. It was going to be a serious role. This was going to be a serious movie. And it was a clean breakup once they realized they could have Eddie and make it a little bit more comedic.
He was doing his best drunk impression from what do you call it? That was a delirious goody goo.
Yeah, Goonie Goo Goo. What the fuck's Goonie Goo Goo?
He comes, don't move.
Way to go, Rosewood. You know, Peck, if you watch this again in the future, look at the people sitting at these tables in the background. They're pretty funny looking.
It is funny how in Fast Times, Axel's new best friend smashes a coffee pot over his old best friend's face.
The commissioner here. I think I asked you, did you ever see the movie of James Belushi where he breaks out of jail to see the Cubs in the World Series taking care of business? Did you ever see that?
I actually remember watching part of it. I never watched the whole movie. Is that
Charles
good?
Grodin, like he breaks out of jail and he finds Charles Grodin's file of facts with all the credit cards and all the shit.
I remember starting it, but I never finished it.
Charles Grodin's boss in the movie is the commissioner here, this old dude.
I still love.
Is this the man?
Oh yeah, this guy. I still love Belushi and what do you call it? Real Men.
Stephen Elliott. He's the police commissioner in Death Wish. What do you think of Pat? I know you're trying to think of it.
Was he?
Yeah. The commissioner. You're probably thinking of the investigator guy, the actor that was in Moonstruck. That was he wasn't the commissioner though. You're thinking of Vincent Gardenia was the actor's name.
Yes.
I'm thinking. I'm guessing that's who you were thinking.
That's it. Yeah, I remember. Well, Vincent Gardenia was always on what do you call it? He was Archie Bunker's neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun actor.
And he was in a lot of stuff too back in the day.
Hey, Runaway Train, how are you?
Runaway Train. What's going on? I like the fake ass Chicago Snow and Running Scared. Some of it clearly shaving cream. I haven't watched Running Scared. It's so goddamn long. I still can't believe he died so young.
Is that the same apartment? Okay, so maybe you just don't see the corner of it. Oh no, Slasher Fred, you're thinking of with the elevators, the clear. Yes, I know what you're thinking of. Yeah, the same lobby and everything. Yeah, where Victor or what's his name? Who's the bad guy in Julio Gonzalez? Jimmy Smits, where he asks him to throw the pants down to him. I think that's the same building there from Child's Play. Yeah.
The villain in part 3 is Sigourney Weaver's musician friend in Ghostbusters with the nasal spray. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And the third one has a little horror-related part. We got John Saxon in Beverly Hills Cop 3. What's his name? Officer, is he at the, no, he's not the sheriff in Elm Street, or is he? I forgot.
Who? John Saxon?
Yeah. Is he the sheriff in Elm Street?
I know he was a cop, but I forget if he was a
cop,
sheriff.
right?
He was definitely a cop, but
He
I
was,
think
yeah,
he was,
probably.
I don't remember if he was a sheriff or not.
Bill, great to see ya. Bill, I have something to tell you or show you later. There's another chapter in the Blanton's family.
What's up? Bill is in the house. Ah, Mal Folly. Had to say hello to Bill. Everscape is in the house.
Fuck the other Everscape. Fuck you. Sending me this shit.
There he is.
Travis, that's so funny you say that, because every time I see that, I always think that's Lance Hendrickson, and it's not. It's the dollar store Lance Hendrickson. Oh, what's the actor's name? He been in other stuff too.
I'm not gonna fall off a banana in my tailpipe.
Travolta's brother is one of the Detroit cops in Beverly Hills Cop 3, which is really wild.
Travis says, one shot I still don't understand but love is when Axel is walking out of the hotel, sees the two guys dressed. Oh, he's just lifting at their clothes. That's why. Fods.
You know what's weird about the third Beverly Hills Cop 2 is George Lucas has got a cameo when Axel decides to cut in front of him and his kid's line in the park rides.
Look what he's pulling out of his trunk. Look.
Miller Lite, right? Yep. Well, cuz.
I'd love to see how that beat up old friggin' Nova would make it from Beverly Hills to Chicago to Detroit. Look at that thing.
Yeah, because he takes flights in the other two movies. So the cops, the detectives use those Dodge cars. Look, did you see the DeLorean parked out there? Did you see that?
No, I missed it. There was a DeLorean.
Street.
Did you look up any of these streets in Beverly Hills when you were there?
Oh, fuck yeah, I did. Yep. Got some pictures. So the one house is in Santa Monica. I was like,
Oh, Beverly Drive. I drove on Beverly Drive. I remember it.
look at that two-door Mercedes there too, Pat, at the intersection, the yellow one. What the hell's he doing? See, it goes. Yeah, nothing but nice cars there, right?
Oh, yeah. And all the houses look just like this. There's a lot of money there. Runaway Train says Eddie's great, but I think Bronson Pinchot almost stole the movie, the first one. He was great.
Yeah, Runaway Train, yeah. Bill, the Blanton's Gold, I did have a quick shot. It was awesome. And now I have a straight from the barrel, the most expensive one, but I'll tell you how I got it.
Bill's just happy doing a neutron dance.
You know, they were talking about pinball machines they'd like to be made. I would kill for a Beverly Hills Cop pinball machine. It'd be awesome.
They did have a good idea with the Phantasm one, because it's got the silver ball. For Christ's sake, it's right there. That was actually really a good idea.
And honestly, a Snake Plissken one would be awesome. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
You could do so much with an Escape one. And you know what, too? How colorful They Live is at spots. How about a They Live pinball machine?
Yeah, that would be cool.
Any Carpenter's movies can get a pinball machine. The Thing.
Things could flip over to like where there you see the face.
Obey.
The face.
The glasses,
Obey.
right?
Yeah, that'd be really cool.
Capricorn.
I got herpes simplex 10.
Stuff doesn't fall off the main. Helen Ramone.
Fantastic. 45th. What is so? When's the 45th anniversary of its release?
Well, and Bill, I don't know if Bill put it in here. Oh, Travis, the Wonderworld song. Don Coscarelli's gonna be a flashback, Pat, which I'm not a care. I don't care about it as much, but I think that would be best. I think the missus wants to come down for part 2.
Oh, nice. Be joined by Mrs. Brady for part 2. Speaking of, I think my wife just got home. Sounds like somebody just got home.
But she's like, I'm not waking up at 3 in the morning to watch the new one. I'm like, you think I'm gonna wake up that early? Even I have standards. Those guys in the table behind the Pat looks like they all starred in Tales from the Dark Side.
Yeah, really. So, that's all right.
I mean, they smell bad. Well, that's the wrong movie.
It's very reminiscent.
Smelling.
How much for the little girl? Selling me your children.
Orange whip, orange whip.
Orange whip. Orange whip. Vic. Yeah, I love that. The funeral's about to begin, sir.
God, if you lost, did they start playing the Wonderworld song, Pat or Travis? Oh God, that would be wild. Would have been funny if he started eating, but he didn't have time to eat here. Travis, I think I agree with you. I like Better Way. And Stir It Up's good though too. But yeah, Better Way's good. Better Way you can't even get off of Apple Music right now. I have to get it off my old CD.
I gotta go.
Look at
Vic.
these two turds as cops, Pat. These are the brunettes. The blondes aren't here to take them this time.
The release day, oh, it already passed, March 20th. I didn't realize it. Well, we could do it though.
Look, man.
You need writing help? What are you writing?
All of a sudden, they're all sitting next to each other, all 4 cops. You notice that?
Yep. Speak to me. Not just dealing in art.
That's right. Bronze and Pritchett's one of the friends. That's right. I actually like what's his name from the other friend from Revenge of the Nerds. What's his name? That's
Curtis
been
Armstrong, Booger.
Booger. I
Being
just like
chased
him.
by
I'm
Guido
playing
the Killer
cards,
Pimp.
Joel. Yeah, I got a midterm tomorrow. I'm being chased by Guido the Killer Pimp. Great line, right?
Yep. And that's
Oh God.
Joe Pantoliano, right?
Joe Pants is Guido. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna throw up. I think I'm gonna throw up on you, Joel. Risky Business is good, dude.
They'll just watch Summer Rental. God, classic movie.
Summer Rental's good shit.
Such a good movie.
Curtis Armstrong. That's who it was.
Curtis Armstrong, yeah. Booger.
I'm playing cards, Joel. That's a Chicago movie in spots. Who directed Risky Business? Anybody big?
That's a good question. I really don't know. That's a movie I haven't seen in a long time. Holy shit! Actually,
Classic.
no. I actually saw it probably within the last year. I remember it popped. It was on popped up on Pluto one night. And I was like, "Holy shit!"
Written
That
and
was
directed by Paul Brickman.
Paul Brickman, huh? Where the fuck
But I'm
was
going to tell you
that?
though, Rebecca De Mornay.
Oh God, she
whoo,
was delicious in that. With a banana. Rosemont.
Rosemont.
Rosewood. This guy always reminded me very much of Laurence Olivier, especially in Marathon Man. Can you tell me if it's
Yeah.
safe? Right?
Yeah, it's either him or you know what else I was thinking of? Rod Steiger, right? Rod.
Yeah, like a
Rod
mix
Steiger.
between the two, like if they had a love child.
Yeah. Is this the man who wrecked the buffet?
Yes, he can hear you.
You know, Travis, Judge Reinhold just fits as a Ghostbuster, period. Like in anything. That's like for that time period, he would have been perfect.
Yeah, he would have. That's
Absolutely
actually really
perfect.
that's a good call. I could see that.
Because he's not a leading actor. I think all of us can admit
No,
that.
no,
He's a
gonna,
good supporting number 2 or 3 guy.
yes.
And behind Bill Murray and Dan Aykroyd,
That's a good show right there. Top 10 Sidemen. That's a good one.
Hey, see, Travis, you might not have thought of it right then there, but you gave us another one there.
Jimmy Booker's got to be honest. You never watched Beverly Hills Cop? Oh man, you don't know what you're missing. Good shit.
You know what? Fuck that. We're stealing something like, if Sean's got the peacocking thing, we're stealing the topic about pinball machines. We got to do our favorite. What pinball machines would we like, right, Pat?
Oh yeah, we should, man. I could think of a ton of them. I'd love to really get my hands on that Halloween machine.
I just don't know where the fuck I'd put it. Fucking life.
Me neither. I'd have to kick one of the kids out and put it in their rooms.
I wish Serge would have talked to Victor there.
Yeah.
Get out of my way, Serge.
There should be a summer rental pinball game. When you hit the ball up the right ramp, the neighbor comes out and shows you her tits. Nice.
This is no doubt the best attire, the best she looks in this movie here.
Yeah. Very
You know
hot.
what she tried to tell, and I didn't ever research this, and I probably should. She tried to tell Lisa and I when we met her that it was never. Who the hell is the love interest? Richard Gere's love interest, the pain in the ass, Deborah Winger, in Officer and Gentleman. She said she was supposed to be Richard Gere's love interest all along, and they changed the script. I'm like, that makes no sense.
Really?
I'm like, Lisa, I gotta ignore this.
Nope. Colin, what's up? How you feeling, man? I saw you posted. You just start your vacation. You're sick. Jumping in to say hi.
Yeah,
so
Colin, I
hang
saw
out.
that. You doing good, bud?
Oh, you got COVID. Oh, dude, that fucking sucks. Really? COVID still going on?
Shit. But Colin works for he deals with the public though, too, right? So
yeah,
it's probably,
yeah.
Oh, that's a bummer, dude. Sorry to hear that.
Feel better, buddy. That blows. Ooh, look at this, John. What's up, John? What's your choice for the best Beverly Hills Cop soundtrack album?
You
have them. I don't have them.
I would think maybe Travis is with me. I think I like 2 more too as well. One's good though. See, one's got Neutron Dance, which part 2 doesn't have. Neutron Dance is a big track.
That was a big one. I remember the video all over MTV.
You know who we're missing in these soundtracks? Billy Ocean. Didn't Billy Ocean do a ton of soundtracks in the 80s?
Caribbean Heat. Yeah. Billy Ocean is everywhere.
Out of my- Get into my car.
Yeah, it's a-
Billy, I just fell in love with you.
Unless you've read that the movie plot for the movie The Black Rain was originally going to be used as the plot for Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Oh, really? Black
Yeah.
Rain, I have not seen since it came out. I just remember, isn't that where Andy Garcia gets his head chopped off?
I know the movie, but I've never seen it, to be honest with you.
Did he get beheaded? Somebody know Black Rain in the chat? Colin, you might know that one, maybe. Oh, you're heading out. Okay, no worries.
Colin says, yeah, I feel like a bash is inside my head with a lump hammer. Oh, man, that's just terrible, man. Go get some rest, brother. Hope you feel better. That sucks.
Travis, that's good shit. That's good shit, dude.
It's true, though.
She should have done more movies, Pat, like some bigger stuff, because
Here it is.
No, don't be stupid.
he gets it for him pretty quick, too, if you notice this here.
Yeah. Look at that's good, Bill. This should be on that horror movie podcast, Pinball Machine. When you hit the ball with the correct ramp, Christopher Nelson pops up and says, "Fuck the Everscathe. Fuck you."
And there's going to have to be something with the peacocking.
Oh hell yeah! You definitely got to do that one.
You know, he's peacocking. He's peacocking, you know.
God damn, Pat. You know what? She's a good looking broad, man.
She's beautiful.
Maybe that's just the alcohol already.
No, she is. I'm sorry. She's beautiful as hell. So you met her. How does she look? How long ago did you see her?
Great. She looked great. I don't think I got a picture there. See, she was one of the early convention ones I got like 15, 20 years ago when I was counting pennies more than usual. So
This could be in my head all day tomorrow. There's the one statue that kind of looks like Freddie Mercury. What statue? I must have missed it. Hold on.
oh, Nick Push did his best Eddie Murphy movies ranked. Didn't we do that?
I lost my database when my hard drive crashed, but I don't remember doing it.
Well, we could look it up on YouTube, right?
Yeah, I have to scroll through it though. I don't think we did our best Eddie Murphy movies. I would remember that. We should do that for Sunday. We can do it for the top 5.
Is it top 5?
The top 5. Yeah.
We should in honor of the movie being released.
Movie, yeah. Runaway Train says he died. Not sure if beheaded though. I would have recalled that, especially if it was gory. So yeah, I wasn't sure.
Bill, yeah.
When you return does them, yeah. I mean, I could just lease out the friggin' part of the podcast that we have of him. So yeah. So when that happens, this is what comes out.
That's a con right there.
This ain't sugar.
John said, I watched the original The Font today on a local community station. In my opinion, Janet Leigh is driving the station wagon from the original Halloween chicken. Yeah, well, that station wagon, that's a country squire. That's what my dad had in the 70s. He had the original family truck. It was the same color. It was a metallic pig.
Peacocking.
He's peacocking.
We have guests. You know, we didn't watch The Burbs yet, did we, too?
Oh, we've been talking about doing the Burbs. We got to do the fucking Burbs. It's long overdue. This year marks the 40th anniversary of the classic. Oh, yeah, Spinal Tap. We got to do it. We should do a watch along of the Spinal Tap. Looking forward to the new one when it comes out. I hope they tour. I hope they tour.
Now, the other henchman here that hit him in the back of the head that's got the gun to him, how's that bump in your head from Detroit? that actor, Michael Champion, he passed away in 2021 too. It's like, man,
Did
we've got
he?
a lot of people that died. And Pat, that guy, if you can remember, he's in History of the World Part 1, which I know you know those movies kind of well. He plays prehistoric. What's it say here? Shit. Next time you watch History of the World Part 1. Prehistoric Man. That's his character name.
Really?
What did he
We got
die?
coffee and coffee here. We're gonna get wine and have a big party.
Yeah, the guy with the gun to Eddie's head. That's the guy I'm talking about.
Look at those legs.
Died in Casper, Wyoming, where he lived. Ooh, battery saver's on. Give me a second. Don't be stupid. That would be a neat trick, is what he tells me.
During the Playboy Mansion scene of 2, there's a song called "Hold On" playing on a female singer, which is not. But there is one called "Hold On" by Corey Hart. Oh God, Travis, how do you know all this stuff from the '80s? Corey
No,
Hart.
but Travis was talking about Corey Hart before. It's not
Was
really
he?
played in the movie. It's a big song. I was playing the soundtrack in the car for when we were traveling for the tournament. And hold on, I want to tell you which song my wife had no idea it was in Beverly Hills Cop 2. Let's go to the soundtracks here.
Yeah, we gotta do Spinal Tap. Spinal Tarp.
Have a nice day.
Is the new one gonna come out this year? I know they filmed it. I'm waiting for it to come out. The new Spinal Tap.
Yeah, they were working out, right? Cross My Broken Heart by the Jets. My wife had no idea that was in the soundtrack for the second one. I was like, Pat would know that song.
I don't have these soundtracks either. Never thought to get them, I guess.
Well, we know Billy Rosewood's gun gets bigger and bigger as these movies go on, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember him in History of the World Part 1, this guy?
No, I'd have to go back and watch it. I guess he's just like a background actor. Corey Hart doesn't do songs for movies except for that movie, and he's never performed it live. So I think he lost the rights to it, and they didn't want to pay him to use it in the film. Really?
It's kind of like the song that Billy Joel did for Ruthless People.
Oh, that's right. He did a song for Ruthless People. Another movie I haven't seen in a dog's age.
Oh, so funny.
Such a great movie.
So funny. Bill Pullman's first movie, and he's the biggest fucking idiot, and it's so funny. That's right. We're going to go to Tahiti. Not Tahiti. Tahiti.
Tahiti.
Shit. Here we go. You say shit. Billy. It's Billy. He's doing something dumb again. Good stuff.
He's doing something dumb again. Hey, Gene, have a good night. Oh, you rock. Hey, tomorrow, everybody who's in the chat, remember tomorrow night, while people are hanging out, I'll do my
Take care, Gene.
tomorrow night live. Why is this not showing up? Hold on a second.
Next Friday is Wine Shirt Day.
Tomorrow night, if you guys are up for it, I'm doing my I'm doing another Kiss in Chat live episode. We talk all Kiss. Tomorrow night we're going to do all 70s Kiss albums, the OG albums, not the live ones. We're just going to do that. We'll do live ones for a separate episode. But we had such a great time 2 weeks ago, and we just talked all Kiss. We talked all sorts of metal and hard rock, and we just shoot the shit. We'll have a couple cocktails because I don't have to work because the next day is the 4th of July. So be sure to join tomorrow night for Kiss and Chat episode 2 live. And Gene, if we don't see you, have a good holiday. Bill says an old foreman of his used to drive the bus for a women's mud wrestling team in the 80s. One night they were playing the same venue as Corey Hart. He said he was a prick and he almost kicked his ass. Corey Hart kind of looks like he could be a prick. That's funny. For a women's mud wrestling team, that must have been fun as hell. Remember, remember Best Defense? Yeah, it was not as Best Defense was the equivalent of what the hell was the other movie? The movie that Bill Murray did that was horrible, The Razor's Edge. That was like his Razor's Edge. Runaway Train says, who else here? Generation Jones is a legit generation not spoken of. Those few silver years was born in the late 50s or 60s, youngest and longest like it. Generation Jones, I never heard that before. 50s and 60s? I don't even know what the hell they call me. Not Generation X, Gen X, whatever. I don't even fucking know. All I know is I'm old. It sucks.
Foley's on the ground. How the hell should I know?
Surprised the shit out of him to see him in his property.
Don't take your eyes. Fuck, they're getting nasty.
This theme music here, tell me it's not very reminiscent of the music from Revenge of the Nerds when they're playing with they're doing a whole what the fuck was it called? The Greek Carnival. They all they play it, and there's Curtis Armstrong dressed as Elvis playing. Tell me the music doesn't sound just like hell was it Poindexter playing the freaking violin?
How the hell should I know? Don't take your eyes off that screen. Okay, what did I miss in the chat here? Not too much. Yeah, Best Defense. I haven't seen it in probably 30 plus years. Did you say, Pat? You probably
I watched it on cable back in the day. I mean, I probably haven't seen it since then.
That's probably Eddie Murphy's Ishtar, right?
Yeah, it wasn't as. I was comparing it to his Bill Murray's Razor's Edge.
Oh yeah, there you go. That's a perfect example of Bill Murray's. When he hears Bogaville's going to hear who's the residents there. Who's residents?
Yep. He's like, oh shit.
Shit.
All these huge walls around these houses in Beverly Hills.
I'm going to tell you, Travis will get this, and you'll know this too, Pat. Like, this is really all the action that's really in this movie. Like, the second one has a lot more action to it.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so this is all, like, if you go back and watch Commando, Pat, you'll recognize some of the areas. It's like, damn.
Yeah, I haven't watched Commando in a bit.
Eddie's a good shot, too. Or Axel's a good shot.
Say hello to my little friend.
What the fuck am I doing here? That guy had some badass glasses.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that just got shot. Like even Billy's surprised he shot him there, right? He's like, "Holy shit, I did that." Look at what he said, Pat. Look at Bill. You must have just hopped on before we were talking about it.
Yep.
I'm gonna send Pat the link.
I gotta watch it. I've never watched it.
I was telling Bill, I was telling Pat, like when Judge Reinhold, they first come out in the court, when he show some respect for Judge Reinhold, and they all start laughing. He's got the gown on, the judge gown. What was it? Jonathan Banks, your buddy we were just talking about that was in Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul, yeah.
Not seen either the second one, the third one, and he doesn't plan to see the third or the fourth one. He's like, all that matters is the one that I was in. It was like one of those shorts on Facebook. Fuck, Slasher Fred, you're right. Jonathan Banks is in Gremlins as one of the deputies. Where they're all laughing. That's right. At Billy. Good call. I forgot about that.
Yeah. Then I don't remember it either.
Good year for both of these guys.
John says, what are my thoughts on a J.J. Abrams version of the Elder Kiss movie and link it to the clip? That'd be interesting. I would love to see them get that off the ground and actually do it. I mean, now in the age of the avatars, they could even do like a cartoon version of it, but that would be cool as hell. Make sure you're hanging out tomorrow night, John.
I was
I'm looking forward to it tomorrow night. Back-to-back live streams. Look at that.
yeah, you're going live tomorrow, Pat, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a blast 2 weeks ago talking about music and Kiss. And tomorrow will be even more special, like I said, because I don't have to work the next day. God bless independence.
Eddie, one of the fewer cops at movies where he started using automatics or like Berettas or. Man, isn't this just the 80s, Pat? It's just so cool.
80s were great, man. I miss them.
No, Pat, this is what, like, okay, because you're close to my brother's age. These are the movies that just, this is what just helped grow fandoms. You're going to pay for this, Billy. He's like, yeah, I guess I am. Made me think of like when we used to play with cap guns. We used to play cap guns like up in Wisconsin.
I need a beer. Hold on. I owe you one. I used to love cap guns, man. I used to love the smell of them.
We used to just play guns and cops and robbers and just play with guns, like fun stuff. Like, God, back when that stuff was more available.
They still even have cap guns anymore?
They
Or
do
like,
in some areas.
guns aren't like completely correct now. I don't know. I used to love the smell of them. Used to buy the rolls.
Bill, I think I'm going to have to bring those Wellers so we can do a sample of all the Wellers so you can try them. When you stay at Flashback there, I was thinking about that. I'm like, yeah, that'll be fun. Stephen Burkhoff's got a pretty big, decent, Smith & Wesson right there, probably?
Yeah. So 609. Next time I'm in Beverly Hills, I got to look at that out.
Travis, I don't know. Did you see, not the talk show, Jimmy Kimmel? Who's the other one? Who's the other idiot that does the late night shows?
There's much for Saturday Night Live.
I prefer more. Who's the other guy?
Want to take over for Johnny Carson or whatever? Jay Leno, that guy.
Yeah, when Eddie was on his show, everybody in the live audience got replica Detroit Axel Foley jackets.
Oh,
And
nice.
I think I was telling you that none of them are up on eBay yet. I wonder if they're being told.
Yeah, I never. Jimmy Fallon. That's it. Yeah, I
Jimmy
never
Fallon. Thank you.
cared for him.
Oh, see, yeah, Travis knew.
Beverly Hills Cop 2 gets serious from the beginning. With no joy in it.
You know,
But it does have its moments, like Tony Scott's style. It's so different from the first one in tone. Yeah, it's totally revamped. It's like the way Rocky goes from Rocky to Rocky 2. It's like that. The way you go from this movie to part 2.
you know,
Like
Pat, that's a really good
pol-
point. How we like the sequels better in that situation.
Yeah.
And maybe because I know you haven't watched these as much. Probably after we watch the second one, you might feel the same way here, unless you already do. If you remember that liking 2 more, I don't know.
No, I think I remember liking 2 more.
It's funny. I felt that way about Lethal Weapon 2 for the longest time compared to 1. But what Lethal Weapon 1 meant, I was like, oh man, it's so serious and so good, so personal. Even though the second one's personal and good, but I kind of fall. I fall for Lethal Weapon 1, and you probably know this. It's because we have our Halloween guys in it. We have Dr. Chalice, and we have our buddy Mitchell Ryan.
Yeah.
Dr. Wynn.
Win.
Good actor, though.
Is it safe?
Travis, I get a kick out of Beverly Hills Cop 2 with Bridget Nielsen because married to Stallone, she has an affair with the director Tony Scott. Stallone was originally attached to make these movies. It's always fun, Pat, doing these watch-alongs now where we connect all these people like from movies that we enjoy. Like, got Jurgen Prochnow. He's a big deal in The Mouth of Madness, right? The Carpenter film.
Yeah. It's weird when you go back. Yeah, like you said, you go back and see these movies you haven't watched in a while, and you start saying, like, I remember this person. Holy shit, I forgot this person was in this.
Jimmy, I wouldn't say Beverly Hills Cop 2 is serious. It's I think it's just pretty fast paced. I guess maybe that's where it kind of just has all these assumptions right away, which I think is probably where people have issues with it. But I like, who I like in the second one here is the commissioner. The actor is played by Alan Garfield. If you remember Alan Garfield, he's the one teacher that Crispin Glover bites in Teachers. Do you remember that?
Oh, wow, that's right.
Glover takes a bite out of him. He's like, ah!
Teachers is another one. Man. I need to retire so I can catch up on all these films I've been watching a long time.
Yeah, what was it? Teachers, when Ralph Macchio, before this Cobra Kai thing got bigger again, when he started doing conventions, my mom brought that laser disc up to him at the convention. It's just like, wow, you brought me a Teachers laser disc. Teachers is a good film. A lot of people, good people.
It's a great movie.
Fucking Joe Beth Williams, legs.
Always liked Joe Beth.
Flat as a board, but that's another story. Jimmy, you keep on saying that. You haven't seen any Beverly Hills Cop? That's kind of wild.
Really? Hope you have Netflix. Put it on.
Yeah.
Right after it. John says after Jaws was released, the phrase blockbuster became repetitive for every summer movie. Also, it can happen at any time of year. It was all based on ticket sales. Yeah, true.
Yeah, John. Yeah, very much so. I don't know. I remember when we first started getting to know Travis, we always talked about Beverly Hills Cop. You remember way back when we first started doing our show. It's kind of coming full circle here. I think your favors are all used up. I can't believe Colin got COVID.
That sucks, man.
He had that post. Was it today or yesterday? How he was going to be off and he was going to be doing a ton of stuff. There's an early screening of Maxine Bill tomorrow at a lot of theaters, but Just can't. You got to see
I
what
see
the
a lot of
brother.
people doing there. I guess people that got early views of it. Doing their
You gonna go see it, Pat? Then is that big enough for you to go see in the theater?
I don't know if I'll get there this weekend because I'm still up in the air. We don't know if we're camping or not. I was going to talk to the wife about it tonight. I don't know. It's talking about rain here this weekend, so I don't know if we're going to go away, and maybe we'll end up in the theater. I really want to see it. I want to see Long Legs too. That sounds pretty cool.
Long Legs, I heard good things about. Yeah. Nicolas Cage.
And what's the one that everybody's talking about too? The coffee table.
I did a watch along with the wrestler Chris Jericho, Pat. Like he did a watch along of Clifford, you know, the Martin Short movie. And they talked about Clifford is one of Nicolas Cage's favorite movies. Isn't that fucking random as shit? He is such a goof, Nicolas Cage, right? You ever heard of the store Pottery Barn, Pat?
Oh yeah.
So these bathrobes, right? We always wanted some nice warm bathrobes once we got our hot tub put in. So we went to the Pottery Barn store. We got 2 of them. They were like expensive, right? They were like $70 a piece. We never got charged for them. So
Really?
every time I think of these bathrobes, Eddie Murphy and Beverly Hills Cop.
I was only
He doesn't get rid of them.
for like I remember we went away for our anniversary a couple years ago, and they had these it was like, had like the hot tub and all that stuff, and they had these robes. I'm like, oh my god, it's like the robes in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah, right. Jimmy, you like Clifford? That's awesome.
Oh, Clifford's great.
Hey, Bill, what bourbon are you on? Are you still on your Wellers? I can hear the Rottweiler going nuts. Shit. Trust me.
That is Beverly Hills Cop. Look at that.
Uh-oh.
Who's
Perfect
hanging?
timing.
Tell us in the chat who's hanging for part 2. Because we're going to go right
Yeah.
into part 2. I may have to pee, but I'm actually pretty good right now. Serge Bronson Pinchot. There he is.
There he is. I heard the steps.
Well, wait. So cigarette buyer was a Pesci, Frank Pesci?
That was the cigarette buyer, Frank Pesci, but with an E.
Yeah. Damon Wayans. Who else?
Look at Damon Wayans. I'm just gonna go check in on family. But if you've got to go, you want to do pit stop first? I'll talk away. Whatever you want to do.
No, I'm good right now if you want to go check.
Okay, be right back.
So what do everybody think? So we did a review on the podcast. So what do you guys give this film? I mean, I gave it a 9. Brett and Joe gave it a 10. Joe said he was going to try to make it for Beverly Hills Cop 2 because he was still working. Who's hands up? Who's hanging out for part 2? Travis says, strange how people always go to The Heat Is On or the Pointer Sister song when Stirred Up is up, the one that plays the most. True. God, these were all so big back in the day, too. Oh, sorry. Netflix just went to that 90s show, which I got to go check out. The new season's up. Big fan. Let me get part 2 queued up. It's all queued up. Yeah, I'll find out tonight. The wife was out when I got home, and she just got home before. I'll find out. I'll definitely let you know. Either I'll send you a message. Excuse me, either tonight or tomorrow. Definitely let you know. See what happens. Yeah, I know. It's 8 o'clock for you, so you got to get up at the ass crack of dawn. Me too. Runaway Shane says, I finally saw Mandy, and wow, the atmospherics are... Yeah, Mandy, that's a crazy-ass fucking film, man. Crazy film. Slasher Fred says, this marks the 50th anniversary of the original taking of Pelham 123. Watching that movie, you realize it was I haven't watched that movie in a long time. Holy shit. It's 50 years already. Damn. Travis says Beverly Hills Cop, 7 out of 10. Beverly Hills Cop 2, 8.5 out of 10. Beverly Hills Cop 3, 5 out of 10. Yeah, I would go. I think I gave 9s to both Beverly Hills Cops. After watching 2, I might go 10 because I know Brady and Joe gave them 10s. Ryan says, I'm going to stay as long as I can. It's 8, and I get up at 2:30 to eat before the gym. Says, no telling where I'm going to pass out, but this is a solid 9.5. Yeah.
There you go, Ryan. All right.
All right. Everything good up top? Is Mrs. Brady going to come watch part 2 with us?
Maybe in a little bit. She's helping the older one with her outfit for her short movie camp class that she's in at the community college.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she's taking a short movie camping gig thing.
Cool.
Okay.
All right. You entertain the troops? I'll take a leak, and then I got it all queued up, and then we'll hit part 2. Everybody, make sure you stay around for part 2, man. This is the double of the double feature. Be right back.
The double whammies. Okay. What the heck happened to my screen? Oh no. The voiceover is starting to talk here. We gave some good scores here then, right? Don't mind me. I'm having some roasted peanuts here. Yeah, as long as everybody's all together, Travis, you're right. We know it's not perfect. Oh, come on. What's going on here? Anybody ever seen the movie Metro with Eddie Murphy? That's another 90s cop movie. I got to go back and watch that. I revisited it, I should say. It's been a long time. User and accounts, maybe that's what it is. Airplay, no. Remotes and devices. That's not it. Yeah, definitely a buddy cop movie. Accessibility, voiceover, bingo. Thank you. Figured it out. Okay, Beverly Hills Cop 2. The good old 6-foot blonde Bridget Nielsen here. We're going to get this prepped. I like how Dean Stockwell's in it too. He was doing Quad and Leap around this time. That was a big show for a lot of us at this time.
I'm all ready. What I miss? I'm empty. All right. I have it all queued up. You have it all queued up?
I do.
All right, people. We're going to do double of our double feature. Beverly Hills Cop 2. 3, 2, 1, and play. Watching it on Netflix.
This movie starts up right away. And this one's in full anamorphic 2.35 to 1 widescreen.
I love it when you talk dirty.
Yeah, I know. My nerdiness with the camera, I know.
If I miss you anything interesting, man. Part 2 is definitely a buddy cop movie. Yeah. One thing noticeable in 3 is Eddie drops his voice to a lower octave, which he stayed in for a lot of subsequent films. It's just not as funny, but once he raises his voice, he's funny. Bridget Nielsen.
Oh boy,
she was good to go in a day, man. Whew.
She was, dude. Like, I really liked her in Cobra. Man.
Oh yeah.
Cobra, she was very much vulnerable compared to this, or even like Rocky IV.
I love Dean Stockwell. He was good and Married to the Mob.
Pat, do they sell the Fisher brand peanuts out by you on the East Coast?
Yeah. Yep.
So those are made by the San Filippo company. That's right near my house. After all these years, 15 years living where I do, I finally went to their general store, like at the factory. I bought like maybe 10 or 15 different bags of flavored peanuts, pecans, almonds,
Oh, I
mixed
love
and-
nuts. God, I could eat nuts all day long.
My dad was a big beer nuts fan. I'm sure you like the beer nuts. The beer nuts are simple.
My dad used to get them too. Must be like a dad thing.
Yeah, beer nut brand. Yeah, because they were sweet and salty.
Yeah.
I wonder if Stallone ever went to the set when it was being filmed. Probably not.
Yeah, I should grab some nuts or something for a snack. I didn't think of it. Elizabeth Dean Stock was in the Twilight Zone episode called Equality of Mercy, which was about a white American and a Japanese soldier who switched places.
This had that grainy mid 80s look, though, Pat, huh?
Very, very reminiscent of Quantum Leap. Yeah.
You know, had this mid 80s grainy look was Rocky 4.
Yeah. Good old Detroit.
Never thought about throwing a piece of bread into with fish because it's
Not
not
really.
food there. Don Simpson, though, rest in peace. And Jerry, God, I'm thinking this new Beverly Hills Cop's gonna be Jerry Bruckheimer's first movie in a long time that he's produced.
I haven't seen his name on anything in a long time.
Don Simpson's been dead, I think, 20 years.
Yeah. Everybody's talking to the life.
I just want Bob Seger's been
You're
touring the last
busted.
few years. I wonder if he plays this song on his tours because I'd go crazy.
I don't know. That's what I'm surprised I never saw. My wife loves Bob Seger. Never got a chance to see him.
I don't call this a spoiler, ladies and gentlemen, but this song's in the new movie. Sorry. If you're going to call it a spoiler, I'm sorry. Don't mean to offend anybody.
Now you did it. Now you screwed us
That's
all up.
over. That's it.
Get Mr. Griswold's car back here.
Alan Garfield. There he is. Chief Lutz.
And Dean Stockwell. Yeah, Married to the Mob, man. I love Married to the Mob.
I haven't seen Married to the Mob in probably 30 plus years, 35
Oh,
years.
God, it's such a great movie. And oh God,
wow.
Michelle Pfeiffer looks so hot in it.
You know, Pat, your truck and my truck were probably built in that area.
Yeah. I wonder where this is. What part of Detroit it was in. I wonder if I was there and I didn't even know
Well,
it.
they showed all the plants there.
Yeah, I went past most of them when I was there.
Did you? I didn't think you went towards the loop. You did go towards the loop, huh?
What's the loop?
Well, I'm sorry, the loop like towards downtown area where you saw like high rises and things.
No, I did. I drove through downtown and then I went over to where Motown was.
Okay.
And I was pissed because by the time I got there was the day of my flight and I couldn't do the actual tour because they couldn't get me in. And the only time they could get me in was like right at the time I had to leave for my flight. So it sucks.
Oh, so Travis Jerry Bruckheimer was part of Maverick. Yeah, okay. In the Bad Boys films. Hey, there's Murphy Brown's painter.
Murphy
He was
Brown's
always
painter.
funny, this guy. I'm trying to think. He was in something else. Was he in Heat before he died? He might have been in Heat.
He was in no, what was the movie with Bruce Willis?
Oh, the one Little Red Riding Hood. Striking Distance. He's
Striking
Frodo.
Distance. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good. A lot of people
Great
didn't like
movie.
that movie.
I like that
best.
movie.
That is the best I ever saw Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh, she was stunning in that.
She's the brother. And Dennis Farina, Chicago's own Dennis Farina.
Dennis Farina, yeah, good
You know, he
movie.
did give my dad a ticket for when he was a Chicago cop many times.
Did he?
I thought I told you that story. So when my dad worked at the Sun Times when he was still a Chicago cop, my dad gave him a paper at least once or twice. My dad said, and my dad parked illegally a couple times when he got down to work late because when you work on the presses, it's in the middle of the night, obviously.
Middle of the night, yeah.
Yeah, he didn't give my dad a ticket a couple times. God, I thought I told you that, Pat, but
No, I
Dennis
didn't know.
Farina was great.
I knew your dad was a pressman for the Sun Times, but I didn't know that story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
got
my neighbor
dad
who was
to-
killed. My buddy Tim, that he was a pressman for the Scranton Times, and that's when he was killed, coming home in the middle of the night.
Oh, he worked in that business too, huh? Yeah.
Yep. And I remember they gave at his widow, my ex neighbor Liz, who we still go camping with.
Right.
They gave her his the plate for his obituary from the Times. When they printed his obituary, they gave her the plate from the printing press with his obituary on it. Yeah, he
What
was.
was it?
That was the whole thing. Like, I'd go hang out in the man cave with him, and we'd hang out. And I told you he didn't drink because he was sober for all those years. So we'd hang out, watch stuff, and then he'd get up and leave and go to work at like 10 o'clock at night.
So, do you guys not have aren't there trains to get into downtown New York? So because obviously for my dad, it was a 40-minute train ride from the suburbs of Chicago. Did you guys not have train? You guys had trains going into the city, right? Or no? Is it because it's
Where?
an island? You couldn't.
No, this train. Well, there's they call it the path. It's underground
Okay.
trains that go underneath. They go into the Hudson River. They call it the path. So if you're in Hoboken, Jersey City, or you can take because in Jersey City there's Exchange Place because a lot of the stock exchanges in Jersey City now, and you can just take Exchange Place path, takes you right over to Manhattan. Actually, there is one into the Freedom Tower, but there was one that you used to get on. It would take you right to the Trade Center.
Wow. Okay.
And it was all obviously demolished after 9/11, but now everything is back to normal, obviously, because it's been so long. Well, I could take a train from here. If I go to Port Jervis, New York, I could take a train from Port Jervis to Secaucus.
Okay.
And Secaucus to Penn Station.
So you leave your house, you go to that train station. What are we talking about? One way? Is that like an hour and a half? 2 hours?
Well, you have to do one change at Secaucus, so to get into Penn Station in Manhattan. So from my house there, you're talking 2 hours on a train.
One way, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, 4 hours.
You know why? Because
Yeah,
it's not an express. It does make stops. So.
Oh yeah, because see, we have it that Lisa would always get some expresses when she worked in the city too, where she can get down to the city in like 25, 30 minutes. So okay.
When I lived in Jersey, we were near a train station. When I lived in Waldwick, I was able to take the train, and you could get like the express, but not from up here.
Okay. We just missed Ranton, the cop that got the case in the first one. We missed that.
Oh yeah, shit. Too busy yapping away.
That's all right.
See what's going on in the chat.
But
Yeah.
I was thinking about New York too because I saw Yankee Stadium. I was going to tell neighbor Mike. I saw Yankee Stadium's doing this awesome chicken tender and fries meal out in the one section at Yankee Stadium. I was like, oh man, that looks so good. Somebody posted it, and it's I guess it's a popular dish.
Probably like $8,000.
Yes. I have this dude.
Speaking of the Quantum Leap, one of the last TV series that involved jumping through different hours of the 60s, the Time Tunnel. I don't remember the Time Tunnel slasher, Fred. I have to look that up because I love Quantum Leap. That was such a great show.
Dean
Loved
Stockwell.
watching
Awesome.
Dean Stockwell.
Dean
Scott
Stockwell
Bakula.
was in Wizard World before he passed.
I never heard that one. I have to look that one up. Travis says Bruckheimer was involved in Top Gun Maverick and the last two Bad Boy movies. Did he?
Yep.
Nice.
The captain, or the chief here, Chief Lutz. I think I asked you. You said you. I don't think you saw it. The Richard Dreyfuss horse racing movie, Let It Ride. He's also in that. One of my favorite films.
He's been around. I remember him being like TV shows as a character actor too.
He, I thought he died of COVID. He died since the pandemic, though.
Travis says when he was younger, he thought Sarah Jessica Parker played Rocky Dennis in Mask because their faces look the same.
Wow.
Jeez.
Wow.
Sarah Jessica Parker is like Seinfeld's girlfriend who looks good in certain light, certain angles.
As
Not so
that
much.
Sex and the City show went on, she got more and more fake or plastic or looked weird.
Oh yeah.
God bless Matthew Broderick. Are they still married? I assume they're still married, right?
As far as I know, I'm less in the chat. No, I thought she was.
You know, for him, good job. Right?
And now, Jimmy, you've had enough abuse for one night.
Take care,
With
Jimmy.
us.
Yeah, we kind of get off the Rex here. Sorry.
Yeah, we're only 12 minutes in.
Chief Lutz to you. Boy, does that police station look a lot different since the first movie?
Yeah, right.
That's got to be the ultimate insult if you're a detective, right? You got to report for
Oh,
traffic
God,
duty.
go to traffic duty. Oh yeah.
Every time I see this guy, Pat, I just think of how good he was as a villain in RoboCop. He's so good in RoboCop.
We got to do that. We have to watch RoboCop too. John would love to hear or read Rod Serling's script for the original Planet of the Apes. I didn't even know he wrote one. Did he write one for the original Planet of the Apes?
I had no idea. As Wayne Campbell says, I was not aware of that.
The way that Carla stages the whole broken down car in order to get Bogomil to let down his guard reminds him of those classic cartoons which involve a criminal disguised as a sweet and kind woman.
How's her Mercedes, Pat? This looks like a nice Mercedes too, right? From your, I hate to call it expertise, but I think you know a little bit.
Nice, good. That's
a Beamer right there. What do you think of this, Andrew? The hell are you?
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Gun down a cop in broad daylight.
He should have easily died, though.
Oh,
You're that
easily.
up close. Excuse the sprinklers.
Right. They're watering them down.
I swear to God, is it like it's sunrise or sunset every time they show Detroit in this film?
Seriously, right?
Come on, Travis, are you in the chat? Come on, you have to agree.
I didn't see the General Motors building when I was there though.
You're the guy with the fucking truckload of cigarettes that day. The best is when he calls in here, though. He's like a celebrity at the Beverly Hills precinct.
Yeah. Oh, I timestamp
one?
is 15 minutes in. I realize if I scroll on the one thing, I can see what the time is. So we're 15 minutes into part 2.
Our buddy Lurch, I think he's just used to the horror movies, I'm guessing. That's okay. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Everybody told you about he's from Buffalo. And how about Bogomil's daughter? She's a cutie, huh?
She's a cutie too. You thought that she was going to hook up with Axel.
What else has she been in? We're going to look her up.
I thought she was going to hook up with Axel in this.
Well, that would have been dangerous, wouldn't it have been? actress's name is Alice Adair Jan Bogomil, right? Holy shit.
What else has she been in?
She played in an episode of Quantum Leap. Oh,
Yeah, there's that Quantum Leap again.
She hasn't done anything since, get this, she did something called Rideshare in 2015, and then before that she did something in 1992, which she's barely done anything. So it makes me wonder. Did a couple episodes of Miami Vice. Let's get some trivia. Let's see what it says here.
There he is.
There it is, yep.
The guy with the cup with the fucking cigarettes.
I thought that was... The best is they got the same type of tie and the same. What do you call the bar like the hold the tie in place? I forgot what you call that, but they both have one of those. I think they have the same suit on. They have the same suit on, don't they?
Why can't I check him out?
But I would assume, Pat, he was probably going to bust him here, but he wanted to get to Beverly Hills, right? That's probably what it was.
John says the cowboy girl stripper dancer at the beginning of 40 Hours was at the time dating Paul Stanley. Who was she? I probably recognize the name. I'm trying to remember what she looked like.
That's a new one.
Yeah, because he dated quite a few girls.
So Alice Adair, Bogomil's daughter, Pat, has 2 children with Josh Brolin.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
Ex-daughter-in-law of actor James Brolin, so they are no longer married.
Well, you'll recognize this because you're like me, a fan of the Blues Brothers and Dan Aykroyd. Who did Paul Stanley write the song "I Still Love You" about?
I have no idea. Tell me.
His ex-girlfriend, one Miss Donna Dixon.
Oh, why does that sound familiar?
Imagine her leaving Paul Stanley for Dan Aykroyd.
Is that an upgrade or a downgrade?
I don't know. I don't know.
Paul Reiser's great.
He was good. Even Mad About You. I thought that was a funny show.
Mad About You and even
My Two Dads.
Dude.
My Two Dads. Was he on My Two Dads?
You Can Count on Me. That bullshit, right?
Greg Evigan and him. My Two Dads. And the girl, the young girl. Well, I was younger at the time, but she was cute. Girl.
Here we go, Pat. Some of our favorite lines from Inspector Todd. Don't think, Axel.
It makes my dick itch.
Suit.
Oh, $1.99. Thanks, Ronnie. Thanks for the watch along.
You, Ronnie.
Hey,
yes.
glad you hung out with us.
Where am I going to start seeing some arrest slips?
You guys doing anything this weekend, Ronnie? Any live streams? You guys have been doing a lot lately. It's a lot of fun. I'm enjoying them.
I got so frustrated with how the lacrosse tournament for my daughter was going. They were live when that was going on. I told my wife, I'm like, I'm watching Ronnie and Blake. I've had enough.
Don't think it makes my dick itch.
I was so pissed. Sitting there in the sun. I okayed all this shit.
I said Blake is busy this week, so it's hard to plan in advance. Yeah, you guys been doing a lot, man. I've been, definitely watching them all. A lot of fun, enjoying them.
Well, Count Pat
Good
and
stuff.
Pat and I in for something in the future. How about that, right, Pat?
Yeah, we'd like to. You guys get some time, man. We should do something, man. But do it on. We'll come on you by
Be
you.
fun.
Can come by us, even if it's like an afternoon courtyard thing. Although
I know
he's sitting
Blake
here
had
saying
asked. Blake
no
had
more
asked
noon
about the
outside
trivia.
streams though. Why? It was hot as hell, I bet, right? And all the fucking bugs.
They talked about doing some trivia stuff. Like the trivia stuff would be a lot of fun. I haven't even touched any of my horror trivia stuff for months.
I'm
So-
still waiting for the Porky's watch along.
Well,
No. It's
you could get a
67,000.
Ferrari for $50,000 in 2024.
Yeah, could you imagine? Oh God, you just watch these old movies and think about the freaking cost of things. So $67,000 for a Ferrari back then.
Dude,
The
Pat,
F-150 we bought to pull my trailer was $63,000.
your F-150 and my Bronco weren't even near. Yeah, it's just
I could have bought a Ferrari back then. Granted, so this is what year? This is 90. This is 87.
87.
So I was actually still working in the movie theater in 87. So you figure I was making $3.35 an hour minimum wage.
Travis,
there he is.
That's a good perspective. You talk about the dialogue for all of them. Yeah.
This is where we see the introduction of the Detroit Lions jacket.
Yes, indeed. Who still haven't won a Super Bowl, but I can give two shits. Sorry.
Wow. Speaking from as a Bears fan,
Same division. But you know what, though? One of the greatest running backs of all time, Barry Sanders, played for them.
oh yeah,
Unbelievable.
absolutely.
They had these guys. I don't know what.
And who
maybe it's
what was
just
the other guy they
because
had too?
there's
Megatron.
no hope for the Lions, Pat. Like they had Calvin Johnson as a wide receiver too, and Barry Sanders. They both retired way before they should have. It's just like,
Yeah.
what are they doing?
What did Ronnie say? Ronnie says, "I'm down. Blake's have to lock it down. We'll get it ironed out to do something." Yeah. Oh yeah, we can make it work because we got to do it. Oh yeah, we have to do part 2 also the
Yeah.
next day.
Well, I think Ronnie's talking about part 2. This Beverly Hills Cop 2.
Oh okay. I was going to say I'm up for doing both Porkies. We can do all three We can do all three Porkies. We can do a Porky's Triumvirate.
You know, Travis, though, Axel's going to have, looks like he's wearing a whole bunch of different things in the new one, too. So I just can't worry about the apparel in these movies all the time. Even though ideally, after this movie, the Detroit Lions jacket is the signature, right, Pat? Like it's.
Oh, yeah. That's his signature look. Yep.
The song that Travis brought up, and I agree. This is probably as good of a song in the whole series as any of them. These dogs are
That's
humping.
Porky's lasted at the drive-in that he worked at for 3 months. Second only to Smoking the Bandit, which ran for 4.5 months. Look at that. Oh, nice. Yeah, working at a drive-in must have been awesome. I worked at the movie theater all through high school. I worked at the theater for 4 years, and it was a 4-screen theater. That was awesome. A drive-in would have been fun. I remember every Thursday night, we used to have to get on an extension ladder and go up and change the marquee because the new movies were starting on Friday night. So I had to get up on a ladder and change it. Remember with the big letters? Because nothing was electronic back then.
The marquee on the tracks. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm going to tell you, dude, I would have loved to work at a drive-in, though, because I would have been there on my days off just to see some of these movies without having to work. I'm all about the drive-in, dude. Double features. And, like, if you went, like, this time of the year where there was the longest – well, no, you went later in the year where it got darker earlier. When they had the triple features, like, our one drive-in I went to had triple features, like, twice a year, 2 weekends in a year. That was awesome, dude. That's a lot, but it was fun.
Do you have any drive-ins by you? We have one about 45 minutes away.
I have one left, McHenry Drive-In. They're in the process of adding a second and third screen. They got funding from the car manufacturers of all people.
Really?
Yeah, I think Honda or Nissan were big funding companies for it. The people who run Flashback Weekend, Pat, they own a drive-in, but that drive-in is about 2 hours away from where we're at. So, yeah.
Well, I have two. There's one. There's Warwick Drive-In in Warwick, New York, which is about 45 minutes away.
Mhm.
And then the other one that has cons, like they always have like film festivals, the Mahoning Drive-In. I've been there twice for two different like horror cons. That's actually, like I said, that's where I met Savini and God, why am I drawing a blank on her name? Holy shit. Freaking Judith Myers from the original.
Sandy Johnson.
Dan Johnson. I met her there too.
What was it? R1 Drive-In had Halloween 1 and 2 back to back, but it doesn't matter. Like it's just me being nitpicky, but they're DVD copies, you know. It was, but it's digital. What do you expect nowadays?
The Mahoning Drive-In, they do it like usually around like Halloween time. They show like they'll do like a Halloween weekend. Actually, they just did one not that long ago with part 4 and 5. But they'll do it around they'll do like 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's all 35 millimeter, and you can get a weekend pass and you could camp there. I could park the trailer and stay for the weekend, but we can never go. Something always comes up. Yeah.
Somebody clean some of this shit up before you
Travis says Sandy Johnson sounds like Aquaman's porn name. Well, Sandy Johnson sounds like a porn name. It really does.
Here comes Johnny Wishbone. I think
Sandy Johnson
or somebody else.
Dirty Johnson, Stinky Johnson.
Sandy Johnson's Wishbone. Drop that log, Pat.
Here he comes.
Bill, this guy's a twerp. His partner, his assistant.
It's Johnny Wishbone.
Your name is Johnny, right?
Hey,
Matt
Matt.
Russell. How you doing, buddy?
I'm sure I told you guys about when Tony and I did an H1, H2 double feature at a drive-in. No, I remember at the Lost River Drive-In. Yeah, I couldn't go to that, but I remember Tony sent me he sent me some of the print material, and I have Lost River Drive-In air freshener he sent me.
No.
Oh God, that would have been great. See Lito all dressed in it's been fucking awesome.
Hope you're doing well, Matt.
Where are we at? So right now we're Beverly Hills Cop 2, and we're 29:23. 29 minutes and 23 seconds.
Oh wow, Pat. Did you change it up to where you can see?
No, I didn't realize if you scroll at the bottom,
It
like
just, it just disappears. Yeah.
Yeah.
All for one for all. Yeah, so you saw us in the theater. I do remember seeing this in the theater as a very young kid too. Right. Is it weird how the world's changed since then, Pat? Like, fuck, I would never take one of my kids when they were 6 years old to go see R-rated movies. My parents took me to see.
I don't think my parents ever took me to an R-rated movie.
No shit. Okay.
No.
So that explains why I'm fucked up then.
I know. My parents just didn't go to movies. They really didn't. The last shit, let me think about it. I don't remember going to any movies in the 80s with them in the theater. Believe it or not, the last movie I think I remember seeing with my mother and father was probably, I want to say, King Kong, 76.
Wow.
Or Sinbad in the Eye of the Tiger. I remember going to see that with them. They just were not. They weren't movie people. My parents. They really weren't. They were like when they watched my father, all he watched was the news, but they like variety shows. Remember variety shows were so big back
Yep.
in the day? They loved their variety shows. They'd watch, Carol Burnett and like Laughing and stuff. They loved the variety shows. I guess it was that age group. Well, how old are your parents now?
81 and 79.
Yeah, so they're actually right around my parents' age. Yeah. Because my mom would have been 82 and my dad would have been 81. So they had you late. You were the oops baby.
Yeah.
Oops.
You know what makes it easier? Remembering their birthdays are a day apart, August 8th and 9th. Yes, it is 83 or 73. So it's...
Matt says the Haddonfield Times newspaper is my greatest achievement. I love all those articles. Yeah, I have it. I can break it out. I have it right in my file cabinet here.
Oh, funny, Pat. I don't know if I ever told you this. This is probably early 2000s when just like Halloween memorabilia was starting to really pick up. Like my dad retired in 98. Like what I did, I graduated in 99, and when I was going to school, I was off on Fridays. The big thing I did, because my dad stopped driving, he was a big garage sale guy, but eBay, and think of eBay 1999, 2000, eBay was nothing. My dad was on the early stages of going to garage sales and finding shit to sell, making money on, making dollars on. So before that really became a thing. So I did that for 3 or 4 years with my father. So bottom line is we did these garage sales and then we would go see one of the new movies in the afternoon. So I saw a lot of movies from like the late 90s to 2005 before they retired and moved up north.
Yeah, my father and my mother, no. They just weren't movie people. They, like I said, Dad watched the news, westerns, Abbott and Costello, Three Stooges. Mom watched. My mom, my mom loved. She loved all the British shows. She used to watch all the British TV shows.
I used to watch. I watched a lot of Benny Hill, that dirty old man.
Oh, my father loved Benny Hill. We used to watch Benny Hill every night.
He's a fucking dirty old man, wasn't he, Pat?
Oh yeah.
I have twin daughters. Here we go. Good words, Travis. Very much good words.
When I was like 7, she regretted it. Well, you know what? Because you figure I started working at the movie theater in '86. So like before that, we knew people that worked at the theater. So we never had a problem getting into our movies. Half the time, they would just open up the exit door in the back, and they just used to let us in for free. So,
that's how I got into a handful of movies.
Yeah,
back in the early 90s.
The guy that was like the head usher before I was the head usher at one point was a friend of my brother. So he just opened up he would wait till the theater emptied out and they had to clean up, and then he'd go open up the exit doors and let us all in.
That's the way Bootsy got killed. I have twin daughters.
That's when Moody got killed. Oh, Mr. Bean was awesome. My mother, what the hell was my mother's favorite show? Are You Being Served? She loved Are You Being Served?
And he's smoking that stogie, Pat. That's looking good.
It is looking good. I have to sneak outside.
I'm going to get these kids rushed to bed so I can go outside.
Matt says, my mom was too afraid to see slashers in the theater, so she took us to see the relic inside of instead of. Wow, you see, your parents were cool taking you guys to stuff like that. My parents, no, they would not go to the theater. But truth be told, like I said, they didn't need to, so because we used to just get in for free half the time anyway. And then once I started working there, forget it. John says, my mother was the coolest. She took me to see Conquest of the Planet of the Apes at the drive-in. Vanishing Point was the opener movie. A nude girl riding a mini bike was the opening scene. Nothing wrong with that. I love nudity.
Now,
here's a question for everybody out there. Well, here's a good question to everybody that's in the chat and yourself. What was the first movie? What was your first recollection? What movie you saw in a theater?
I could answer it. I just want to say Russ Fielding, this guy, Tom Bauer, he just died a few weeks ago. Russ Fielding, this guy.
Did he?
Yeah. guy that created the bolts. The first movie you ever remember seeing in the theater?
Me, but I think it was King Kong in '76. Wait a second. Wait, well, Ryan, explain. My dad would buy me beer and LSD when he was a teenager. What? Explain. Eric's first movie was Star Wars. Nice.
As far as I remember, it might. Okay, I'm going to tell you, I did see Rocky 4 in the theater as a little kid, but I don't remember as much as I remember American Tail. Remember American Tail, the animated movie, Fievel?
Yeah, I do.
Little bastard.
The Five
So yeah, that might be mine.
Yeah, the earliest one I remember is King Kong. Well, you know what? What came first? It's either King Kong or Sinbad. Let's see. Oh no. So yeah, Sinbad was 77. So that I saw
I did see
King Kong first, the 76 one.
I did see Ruthless People and Aliens in like '86. I do remember seeing those at the drive-in as a double feature. That was something.
Ryan says, 3 years old, sister snuck him in to watch Friday Part 8. Really?
That's pretty cool, Ronnie. That's awesome.
Ronnie's
American
first
Tail.
memory is Return of the Living Dead in '85. Really? What, your parents took you to? That's my parents would.
That's
Well,
cool.
no pun
That's
on the
cool.
words. My parents would be caught dead taking me to see a zombie movie.
I
the
do
theater.
remember trying to buy tickets to go see Brain Scan with Edward Furlong. Remember that fucking movie?
Oh yeah, I
And
remember.
we bought They wouldn't let us in, so we bought tickets for White Fang 2. They knew exactly what we were doing. We went to go walk in the Brain Scan. They kicked us out.
Oh, we used to do it all the time. Yeah, I remember those days. You
There's
buy
only-
like
Not
the
every
PG
theater
movie,
cared
then go
about
into the R movie.
Not every theater cared about that, but we just got caught red-handed for that one. Yeah. Jurgen Prochnow, though, but Das Boot was a big thing for him. Das Boot.
Das Boot.
Why is there a man in our gun club? Don't you think Charles Kane knew that he was doomed to be killed? Carlos is Spanish for Charles.
Let's see.
Take a good look at it. You're going to kill him. They're trying to be ahead of the game to get an Axel here, right? Whoa, Pat, look at that.
Look at that. I'll take that. The first movie Travis ever saw in the theaters, and the one that introduced him to what a theater was Son of the Mask. Oof, it's a rough way to start.
I laughed because Stallone was like half a foot shorter than this broad. You know that?
Ryan says you and your dad were party brothers. You got sober 2012. We always had beer, smoke weed together. Holy shit. I'm waiting for the book, man. Write the book. I want to read it.
You got to be like shooting guns in the house.
Honestly, don't know the first movie I saw in theater. I remember my mom taking me to see Batman in '89. The Stokey Theater, but they wouldn't let Tyler in there for a certain time.
Isn't that funny, Matt? That's exactly right. Like Stallone had thought, but it was Tony Scott all along. Yep.
I remember seeing like big movies in theaters, but other people took us, not my parents. I remember my Aunt Charlene, shout out to my aunt, my godmother, taking us to see Empire Strikes Back. She took us to see Return of the Jedi. I remember her taking us to see Grease.
Pat, didn't we do that as a ranking? Didn't we rank our most memorable movie experiences? I thought we did that.
I don't know. I don't think we did. I don't remember that.
In the theater, I thought we did.
I don't know. Eric M. Driving. Oh, The Deep. Wow. Close Encounters of the Third Kind and Jaws sitting in the back of my dad's
The
El
Deep, I haven't
Camino.
thought about that movie
Nice.
in a long time.
Yeah, me neither. I watched Close Encounters not that long ago. It was on Pluto. God bless Pluto. They just throw some good shit up there that I haven't seen in a long time.
Oh, Travis, you gotta jump out. Okay, bud.
I've never seen The Sound of Music in '66. My mother was a school board music
Good night,
teacher.
bud.
That's cool as hell, man. Travis, have a good one, man. Have a good week. Have a good holiday.
Yes. What do you do? Sell them?
Someone thought Eddie Murphy was having an affair with Brigitte. Turns out it was Tony Scott. Yeah, I could see that. I can definitely see that.
Be right back, Pat.
Do it. The Deep was really overhyped. Didn't last long. And actually, if I remember correctly, I remember it being in a lot of. I'm pretty sure. John, correct me if I'm wrong, because you're a Kiss fan. Did Casablanca Records and Filmworks produce that? If I remember correctly, The Deep. So I remember it being on a lot of Casablanca inner sleeves on albums. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I do remember that. I love you guys, man. I'm not the oldest guy in the chat. Man says my greatest memory is in 2017 when Lito and Jen and I did Arnold all night at Tarantino's theater. Arnold movies from dusk till dawn. That's awesome as hell. Yeah, I thought so because I remember Casablanca Records having that because I had all right, I'm a big Kiss fan, but I liked 70s music, so I do vividly remember. Actually, my mother owned the Village People albums, believe it or not. She loved the Village People. So I do remember opening up the albums and the inner sleeve was advertising shit, that Casablanca and record and Filmworks because they started doing producing the movies. And I do remember they did The Deep. That's a hell of a cutlass. And I'm gonna self-promote again, man. Everybody remember tomorrow night we're doing the live chat all about Kiss, music, anything else comes to mind. Make sure you guys show up. I don't want to talk to myself. Not that I wouldn't talk to myself. It was a double feature in The Deep. The Deep wasn't that great. Didn't do very well for Casablanca. We didn't know what movies they would show, and there were trailers for Arnold films. Each film night was so fun, even though they showed Raw Deal, Red Sonja. Yeah, I mean, I love Arnold, but that's not my ideal Arnold night. Raw Deal and Red Sonja.
What do we got here? I haven't read anything. Yeah, the deep ended up being kind of a bomb, right?
It was, yeah. And like John and I were talking about, I remember The Deep vividly because Casablanca, who was Kiss's record label, produced it and funded it. And I remember like when you used to open up some of the Casablanca albums, they would advertise what they had. And I remember the big advertisement on the inner sleeve for The Deep.
Like it was the Aviator era, wasn't it? Ooh, I love when you talk dirty. Get your man ass in that school. You're laughing because you hadn't seen it in a while. It's making you laugh, right?
Yeah, I haven't watched this in so long, man.
Just
So
good
good.
feelings, right, Pat? Just
Thinking what a waste of a good cigar, too.
He does. Now he looks like Gerald Ford.
Joe Ford. Actually, believe it or not, I can show you a picture after this of my father-in-law. He looks a lot like my father-in-law when he was younger.
Who, John Ashton?
With no, yeah, with the comb over. Ooh, nice.
You know, Matt, I was thinking about you with Furiosa because my wife really wants to watch it on Prime, so I gotta rent it on Prime. We're gonna watch it here this holiday weekend. It's a shame nobody's. I don't know what it is, Pat. I think maybe because it's a female lead, but it's really good, and people aren't going to see it. It sucks.
How
It's,
Furiosa?
It's what they say in the wrestling world: it's a miscarriage of justice. So
I'll probably check it out when it starts streaming.
Fury Road is probably still. Somebody asked me that what's your favorite movie you've seen in the last 10 years? It's still Fury Road. It will be for a bit.
Ooh.
So unless this movie that comes out at 3 a.m. in the morning, which I look at this chick. This chick is just getting down and dirty.
Their claim to fame, whoever she was.
That's right. Yeah, you know, Matt, it's to kind of get a little bit more in depth about that. That came out. My son was born in February 2015, and a week before my son was born, that's when my wife was diagnosed with a low stage of breast cancer, but still, she had breast cancer. And when she had to do chemo and then radiation. Between when she got done with chemo and then when she went to radiation, it was already out on DVD in end of the summer of 2015. And I'm like, you have to see this. I saw it in the theater like earlier in the year. And we both fell in love with it even more. So anyways, my little story. Wonder what Taggart's drinking there, Pat. What do you think he was drinking there?
I don't know. He looks like a gin and tonic guy.
Look at Eddie's getting into this shit. I thought Gilbert Godfrey was on Saturday Night Live not just once, but he was on there a little bit. Slasher Fred. I thought he was on there.
Yeah, he was a cast member for
Yeah.
I want to say
Isn't
not
that how
long,
Eddie
maybe
got him into this movie? I think, right? If I
yeah,
remember.
yeah. I think I want to say maybe for a year or two, but when the second cast came in, he was one of the OG members, Gilbert Gottfried, with Eddie Murphy.
You know, and Matt, I think that's why she relates to Furiosa too. And that's why she wants to watch this new one. So it's probably not gonna be tonight, it'll probably be tomorrow or Thursday or Friday. Look at this action right away here, man. Just
That's it, man.
it's Tony Scott though.
What a waste of a great car.
You know what I've seen a lot of here, Pat, because I think you know my wife's into the color purple and stuff. Anything purple. Do you remember
Anything
when
what?
Pontiac came back out with the Firebirds and Trans Ams in like the mid '90s? Do you remember those body styles?
I do.
Yeah, we saw purple Trans Am. She's like, "Oh my god, when did that come out?" I'm like, "Yep, that's the mid '90s." Yeah, Mr. Peabody, Matt. Yeah, Problem Child. Yeah, Gilbert was great. Other person that died too young, right?
Yeah.
Way too young.
Yeah, and he had cancer, right? And I don't think he ever even revealed he had cancer. Am I correct?
I think so. Here's where Eddie's smart. Axel knows what to do here.
They never heard of a Johnny Wishbone.
Doesn't he? Don't you think you would ask, why the hell were you fucking with me as Johnny Wishbone?
I know, right?
God, Alan Garfield, this actor, Pat. Like, if you watch Let It Ride with Richard Dreyfuss, you know, so Alan Garfield, he's a very wealthy man. So he has think of a young Jennifer Tilly in 1990. If you watch Let It Ride,
Oh,
is his girlfriend. And so it takes place in like a club, country club of the racetrack. And Alan Garfield's like, yeah, this is my girlfriend. God, what the hell's her name? I forgot. And she stands up and he tells Eddie Murphy, yeah, she has very long legs. And she's like, that's right. They go from my ass all the way to the floor.
oh God, a young Jennifer Tilly.
So that movie is wild because, you know, Richard Dreyfuss is married to Terry Garr, which is kind of a reunion from Close Encounters.
Right.
But they've been separated, but they're trying to get their marriage back on the fence, back together. But because he's got an addiction to gambling. She's like, I know you're having problems with your wife, but if you want to go to bed with me, he's just like, listen, I'm in love with my wife. He's like, this is terrible. I want to go to bed.
Look at the Rambo poster in the background. See that?
Isn't that great? Well, somebody who brought it up, was it Travis or maybe it was Ryan, about the poster in the bedroom, though? You remember the poster in the back of the door of the bedroom, right?
And what one? I was reading the comments.
The poster in the back of Billy's bedroom door. Do you remember that?
No.
You'll see it here. And
I'll see it. I'll see it.
Yeah. My son wants a turtle, Pat.
Where's Dick's at?
You know where your dick is, don't you, Al? Oh, Matt tells you exactly what it is. So you.
And the kind of legs that you like to suck on for a day, Frank Drebin. Oh, a Cobra poster, huh? Look at him getting all forensic files, because that's all the shit they did on forensic files with the super glue.
If my wife let me smoke a cigar inside the house, that would be the end of the day.
Yeah, my wife would throw my ass out of the house.
Your wife would too.
Oh, hell yeah. Even when my wife smoked years ago, she would never smoke in the house. She always smoked outside.
Fucking 6-1. Jesus Christ. Oh, God, this is terrible.
Jesus, Billy. Yep, there it is, the Cobra poster. And Paul Rice is reading Playboy. Can't do freaky shit in that car.
Okay, IGN.com. First report came out, 8 out of 10. Much worth watching. It's great for the character to be back. Good to see. Just came up on my feed.
What's that?
IGN.com's review of Beverly Hills Cop Axel Foley.
What does it give it?
Back on. Great
All right.
revival.
I'll definitely have to check it out tomorrow night.
Pat, like we talked about, you can't expect it to be as good as these, but as long as it's a
No,
good,
as long as it's a good watch, I don't care.
the gun club is closed. Time for some water.
Goes my medical insurance.
Water time. Excellent.
Water?
Oh, I just had a
Cocktail?
yeah.
John, cock, toast, and actually need a beer.
Get these kids to bed so I can go outside. You gonna buy your neighbors tonight, or is he not around?
No, he told me. He's like, oh, let me know if you're going to have a smoke later. So maybe I'll text him after this. I told you I left an umbrella up on my outside bar and the wind
Yeah.
blew it and it shattered the glass on the top. I'm pissed. And then, of course, a rock comes up and cracks my windshield today. I'm like, what a week I'm having.
Everything okay with the son and daughter? Stuff going okay?
Terrence is good. She's a pain in the ass. I don't even know where she is.
Well, I guess that can be discussed later.
She had all her friends over last night for like a pool party, and they're blasting music in the backyard. I'm like, Fiona, it's a Monday night. I gotta go to bed.
Really?
I kept lowering the music. She kept turning it up. Daughters, guys, pains in the ass. Especially 18-year-old girls.
Mine's 8 years younger than yours. I'm already fucking feeling it.
Mm-hmm. You wait.
I love this. The fucking gum, right, man?
MacGyver.
Fractured occasional law or two. None for
Not for
you.
you. Yeah, those two just tune in. We're at 58.
I forget.
Minutes
Yeah, no,
and
the answer. You
45
love
seconds.
Golden Child like I do, right?
Well, I love the Golden Child.
You enjoy Golden Child, right?
Oh, I love the Golden. Yeah, I love it.
Did I lose you?
No, I'm still here. Am I on mute?
Oh, sorry. I thought so.
No, I thought maybe I was
Look
on
at
mute.
that. What is that?
Billy, we gotta talk.
Not-
And look, everywhere they're breaking in everywhere he's going, and he's still smoking that
We
stogie,
gotta
which would be
talk.
smelling the place up. Yeah, we gotta talk.
The best is when he brings out that fucking huge ass gun.
Everybody's still with us? Everybody hanging in there for a double feature night? Who's gonna be watching the new Beverly Hills Cop movie tomorrow night?
Yeah.
That's the question. And don't watch it at 8 p.m. because she should be hanging out with me talking Kiss. Watch it afterwards.
I just don't know what time I'm gonna wake up and want to watch it. I'm just a dumbass and I just here he is the wild card for me that I was happy to see they brought back for this new movie. Because he
Paul
wasn't in
Reiser?
that third one. And he's significant. He really is, Jeffrey. Yeah. I highly doubt, unless they really wanted to really imagine if Inspector Todd didn't die in the third one and he didn't die in real life. Would you disregard part 3 and have Todd back in the new movie? I doubt it.
No, I doubt.
If he
Yeah.
didn't die in real life. That's just kind of a scenario I was throwing out there. This guy's the biggest asshole, isn't he?
He's such an
Let's
asshole.
I would just like some tea every once in a while. Just God, you're such a fucking twerp, man. I tricked his ass, right?
John says movies I would like to see are Weird Al Yankovic. I want to watch that too. I saw that. I gotta go check that out. I love Weird Al. Spinning Gold.
Well,
You didn't see Spinning Gold? I thought you saw Spinning
Dude.
Gold. 24-hour party, people. Jimmy, all is by my side, and Backbeat.
Pat, I know our old co-host Michael, Mr. Strickland, met Weird Al on a tour. Did you see?
Yeah.
On a side note, he's going to be at Steel City Con. They announced it for Steel City Con, which is kind of cool.
When is the next Steel? Oh, yeah, it's too close to when I'm going away, though. I now remember. I asked about it once before.
It's in August, dude.
It's too close. I can't
Same
do it.
with they added Martin Sheen too. I'm like, I always thought it'd be funny if I got the Hot Shots Part 2 signed by him and his son, where they both said I loved you in Wall Street.
I loved you on Wall Street. Yeah. Well, he was good. Martin Sheen was good when he played the crazy guy that was dating his Charlie Sheen's mom in 2.5 Men.
Oh God.
And he was good in the other show he was in too, Anger Management. He was in Anger Management. He was good.
Yep, here we go.
It's getting interesting. What are we at, Brad?
Did you
1 hour, 3 minutes.
Did you get the spirit pumpkin after I messaged you or no? Or you
Yes,
gonna
I
wait
did.
to get it later?
I said, fuck it. Let me just order it. The hell. And they also had a new dog costume too. Did you see that? Halloween too.
I didn't. I just wanted to get the pumpkin. I didn't look further. Okay.
I figured let me just look and see what else is there. So I got that and dog pumpkin outfit.
Let me
Halloween
take a
too.
look here.
Joe gets shit from the wife. Ordered more stuff. Wedded bliss. Wedded bliss.
It was green. It was red. It was yellow.
I'd see the Eddie Murphy laugh. Yes, we're closing in on 3 hours for our double feature. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. It's not as popular as other horror movies, but hey, we're having a good time.
What's that?
No, it's not.
This is great. I haven't watched this in so long, man. This is like a trip down memory lane. I'm loving this.
So what are we looking for? Halloween 2? What?
Halloween 2 dog costume.
No way.
No, it's meant to. No way.
Oh, the pet pajamas?
Yeah, the pet pajamas. Because the other one's just a regular Halloween one, the one that they sold in Party City. This was a Halloween 2 one, so I'm like, yeah, I'll add that to the pile.
It was yellow.
Look at, I mean, there's a lot of action going on. There's still just under 40 minutes left.
Yep.
A lot of action. Action.
Every car looks the same in that lot.
Yeah, no, we got. I ordered one. You ordered one too, Brady, right? The H2 pumpkin.
Yeah, it came back out today, as far as I know. Matt Arts from Halloween Daily News posted
Shout out to
something
Matt
about
for giving
it,
us a
and
heads
then
up.
I went to the website, and then, of course, I sent something to you guys, and yeah, Joe grabbed it. I grabbed it.
A Halloween dog costume? Is it Lester? Yeah, exactly.
It's a Lester.
A few years back, Eddie Murphy was talking a new stand-up comedy tour in North America. Hopefully, he can reconsider that option in the near future. Was he really?
You know, speaking of that, so Travis is right. I didn't see it until he brought it up. Like, so there was the show, the spinoff show with Axel was going to have his son that was a Detroit cop. They shot an episode or two, but the pilot's on YouTube, And Travis is like, dude, it's pretty bad. I watched it. I'm like, it is
Who
bad.
played the son?
It's great to see Eddie in it, though, as Axel. But yeah, it's bad.
Who played the son?
Was it Ludacris? I thought it was the guy, the actor Ludacris.
You just
Could
had
be
me.
wrong.
You had me at bad with Ludacris.
It might not be Ludacris. It's a guy that looks like Ludacris, or maybe it is Ludacris.
If he even looks like Ludacris, you had me at bad.
It was tough to watch so bad. Yeah.
Shit. Sorry, I just kicked my little bottle of Screwball.
All done, huh?
Yeah, wasn't much. That's why I figured I'd taste a little and kick it. We're doing a neutron dance. Damn it! Oh, Brandon T. Jackson. I don't even know who that is. Played
He's a
Alan
jerk.
Kelly. Oh, he's Big
Okay,
Mama's
thank
son.
you,
Big
Matt.
Mama's son.
I
Gotcha. Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that. Don't need
Matt,
to see
did you watch that pilot? It was rough. It was rough. Here you go. Oh fuck!
Everybody out there watching, make sure you hit that like button. We get some different people in here. Hit those likes. Dang it. And we'll be live. I'll be live again tomorrow night. So, you Kiss fans, make sure you hang out tomorrow night. Our cocktails. We'll talk some 70s Kiss. Looking forward to it.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow
What are you
night,
talking
yeah.
about for Kiss? I'm sorry, Pat. You already
We'll
said.
be discussing
More Kiss?
Kiss, the original albums from the 70s. Not the live albums. Just talking about, covers. We'll talk about the songs.
Okay.
And then I'm sure we'll go off into a tangent because, like I said, last time I did it, I was expecting nobody to show up. I was expected to be on for a half hour. I was on for an hour and a half. It was so much fun.
You did the Kiss one last time. People started asking about Halloween stuff. It was pretty funny.
Yeah. It was fun.
Leave me alone.
Hey, I am that Halloween guy. I'm the Halloween Kiss Lush.
Now what? Aviators, baby. Aviators. John, Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories. I'm going to tell you a story. My daughter, 10 years ago, before my daughter was born, we went to go see Charlie Murphy at one of the stand-up comedy places here. And it's still some of the funniest stuff I've ever seen on a TV show was the Charlie Murphy True Hollywood Story stuff. So good. The Rick James stuff or the Prince stuff, so good. Pat, you've seen all that, right?
What's that? His brother? Yeah, I remember his brother.
Have you not seen
What's that?
On Dave Chappelle's show, the Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories. Did you ever see that?
I didn't see the True Hollywood Story.
You did? Okay.
No.
Well, they called Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories when he was hanging out with his brother, like when he was famous and stuff. Pat, I get the sensation you might not have watched that when it was live. It is comic gold. If there's anybody in the chat, they yeah.
Look who it is.
Chris Rock, baby.
Where is it?
Nobody slapped. Yeah, nobody slapped the shit out of him. This girl right here that's like the receptionist, man.
She's cute as hell,
something
too.
right there. Ooh, yeah.
That says your Kiss episode should only be about the first scene of Rob Zombie's Halloween. Yeah. Tell you, man, I remember going to see that movie in 07 when it came out, opening night, and I went by myself because my 07. My daughter was a year old and Terrence was 4. So I went by myself. And as soon as it opened up with God of Thunder, I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. And then they started talking. I was like,
For what? Rob Zombie's Halloween?
Yeah. I'm like, wow, it's opened up with God of Thunder. He's got a Kiss T-shirt on. This is gonna be fucking awesome. Then all of a sudden, you start hearing him start talking. I was
Dude,
like, what kind of movie am I watching?
Dude, how fucking wild. You were just saying that was when Fiona was born, right?
No, that was 2007. Fiona was a year old. She was born
Year
in
old.
06.
So you think about this, and you know this, I've told this many times. When that came out Labor Day weekend, that was the weekend I moved my parents to Wisconsin when they both officially retired, because we went to go see it there that weekend. Labor Day weekend, 2007.
Yeah, and Terrence was 5, actually. Look at that. Oh, God. What a can.
Hey, that's Thermopolis from the Gun Club. Gun Club.
Thermopolis.
Follow your dick.
The big bitch.
She looks even sexier there, too. It's like,
She was a hottie, man. Oh.
He knows. He's looking at him like, oh, this motherfucker. They're grabbing beers.
Yeah. Oh, Hef.
One of the few times he doesn't have a robe, right, Pat?
Yeah, he wasn't. He was still young there. He wasn't in his pajamas yet.
Now, the magazine's dead, right? But somebody owns it, right? Okay.
What's that?
The magazine's dead now, right? But somebody owns it, right? Obviously.
No, it's like an online thing, and they do put out magazines, which I think is quarterly now.
Oh, they do. Okay.
Yeah, his daughter took it over. His daughter Christy Hefner took it over years ago. He retired years ago and gave it to her.
I like the guy Thermopolis. Look at that fucking blonde hair. And
I love that.
shit right there.
Max fucked it up for everybody. Everybody go home.
We go ahead as planned. Fuck this guy.
See, he got to go in the Playboy Mansion. I couldn't even see it. For fuck's sake.
Oh. Fractured occasional law or two. Sidney Bernstein.
We know who Sidney Bernstein is.
This is some of the best part of the
My
movie.
wife, mom, bitch. Oh, there's the Colonel. It's from Boogie Nights. From Boogie Nights, the Colonel.
But also the mayor and the ref.
And the ref.
Did your
Yeah.
wife. She said you could never go 2-3 times, Bob.
Jack says you got a great big cock. May I see it?
Well, you're talking. Yeah, now you're going back to Boogie Nights. I just think of him just flipping out about in the ref. He's just like all pissy. But
I just love that. I
He
just love
goes to
that.
jail. Doesn't he have what's his problem? He does something wrong. Is it the pornography that or is it
Underage
drug
girls. Underage girls.
use? Underage girls. That's right.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I like when he meets Mark Wahlberg. Jack says you got a great big cock. May I see it?
He shows. Thank you. Right.
He looks at it and goes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Pat,
I
you know,
I
come
love
on. I know
I
we do
love
horror.
Boogie Nights.
Pat, I know you love Boogie Nights as much as I do. And you know what? Whenever we get this Married with Children thing done with my brother, I could get my brother to watch Boogie Nights with us.
Oh God.
One of the great casted soundtracks, American casted films ever, right? Just
Oh yeah, remember when we did our cast ensembles? That was one of my top 5.
John,
Yeah,
John, we're gonna do one. No, John, we're doing one.
Oh no, we're doing one. We've been talking about it. I love Boogie Nights, man. I love that.
I
movie.
can have both those soundtracks on repeat, just like Pat can. They're so good.
Historic Kiss memories are big business now on YouTube. No one cares about the Avatar garbage or the travesty of the final shows at Madison Square Garden. Everyone wants to relive the best of Kiss in their heyday. That's why I love talking Kiss, man. I can talk Kiss all day long, and I was less than enthused at the way. That's why I could have very easily went to the last show at Madison Square Garden. Even the nosebleed seats, because I was waiting day of. The nosebleed seats were going for like $300. I'm not made of money, but $300 for Kiss's last show. I was like, maybe I should go, but I'm like, you know what?
You're like,
I know
fuck
I'm going to
that.
be pissed. I know I know they're not going to do anything out of the ordinary. I know it's not going to be anything spectacular. So you know what? I rented. I did the pay-per-view for $30, so it only cost me $30.
Excuse me. Don't worry. Here we go.
My
Sorry.
wife, bitch.
So, do I just get all hardcore and go watch it early in the morning, Pat?
I can't believe he's dead. What's that?
Do I just get all hardcore and just wake up like at 5 in the morning and watch it? It's a holiday week.
Do it. Believe me, if I didn't have so much to do tomorrow, I was so just looking to take a day off tomorrow too. Just make a 5-day weekend.
I'm not going to be off, but I'm thinking, I'm like,
what's the running time on it?
hour 55. Good running time.
Really? Wow.
Very good running time.
Almost
That's a
2
good running
hours.
time.
What is in this hand? What is this over here? I don't know. I don't even remember.
You know what though, because even these movies, even though like my wife might not have liked them as much until she met me, we bonded more with these as we've been together. Like I think I might just have to wait to watch it with her too. I think it would be important, right? I should probably do the right thing, and I don't know.
Look at that computer.
Look at that old fucking computer, Pat, right? That's
Is
like
that-
IBM style shit, right?
Like
Yeah.
an Apple One. Those things are huge. Those old computers are worth money, man. There's people collect that shit.
What was it? My sister-in-law gave me a dot matrix like word processor. It's like, fuck. She's like, these things are worth money. We got to sell them. I'm like, okay, whenever.
Dot matrix?
Yeah, remember the dot matrix shit?
No, who's Dot? Dot matrix?
Oh, fuck, Pat. What is this? I should know it, and I don't.
Come on. Joan Rivers, Spaceballs.
That is Spaceballs. So, well,
Remember,
there's another one, right?
that was her name, Dot
No.
matrix.
I cannot believe this is Josh Brolin's ex-wife he had kids with. Isn't that fucking wild, dude?
Yeah. She's cute.
Very cute. Oil company. F1, the racetrack. Imperial Fields. What do you think, Pat? You like it more than the first so far already? From what you remember?
I thought I did, and I'm definitely it's inching towards the better one. So much more in it. That's why, because it's more fleshed out. His character's more fleshed out in this.
What about neighbor Mike? Does he not like these as much as what you remember?
I don't know. I thought he would have popped in tonight. Are the Yankees losing tonight?
It's a good question. I know I haven't monitored it as much because Rizzo broke his arm.
Rizzo, Frank Rizzo.
Frank Anthony Rizzo. I know Judge is trying to set records with home runs, but
He's trying.
does he watch them every time he can, right? I'm guessing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, they lost to the Reds. He's probably pissed because the Reds suck.
They've been on the downslide this past month.
Judge hit no home run tonight, though. Fuck. He's got like 30-something home runs already. An animal.
Right inside True Romance.
What's up?
True Romance.
Matt? Yeah, Pat, Haven't I said that? That's the greatest casted movie for me. Like, that's my favorite. Then I think Boogie Nights is after it.
Bite the bag, bite the bag, Rizzo. Your ass is grass.
Nothing beats the True Romance cast, though. Just look at all the people that are in that film. It's just unreal. People that got bigger after that movie. Just, yeah. And our buddy Serge is in that Bronson Pitchshot, as we know.
Bronson Pinchot. I'm
Gets
curious
all
to
the
see how he is
fucking
in this
cocaine
new
on
one.
his face.
You know, I'm curious to see how he is in this new film.
Got blonde hair, right? Kills me, Pat. Like, I grew up near a racetrack and it got torn down just this past year because the Chicago Bears bought the property and they couldn't bring in the horses. It just depresses me because now it's not there anymore. It just sucked. Used to love to go there and just fucking bet on horses and drink. Hey, ask you, why the fuck would you have an affair with on Stallone? Isn't that fucking weird?
Seriously. I'm just having a fear, period. It's just not in my nature, that's for sure.
No, yeah. You get married, that's an oath. Yeah. It's fuck.
All right.
Come on. If you wanted to fuck around, don't get married. Very good point, Pat. Thank you.
Seriously, I mean, I can look at all the hot women I want, like and just comment about them, but that's about it. Wife knows I'm a perv. A song on Beverly Hills Cop 3, Right Place, Wrong Time by Terrence Trent D'Arby is as hard to find as Turning Around by Jimmy Buffett from Summer Rental. Really?
I
It's
did
hard to
not
find?
know that, John. Wow.
I didn't know that either.
It's like a Travis Mitchell fact.
Seriously, he's starting to wear on people. Where the hell?
I saw that was John. I was like, hey, wow, John,
What-
that's impressive.
What rock is Terrence Trent D'Arby been under these days? I haven't heard that name in a long time. Matt was just thinking about Summer Rental. Your wife's on my whammo.
Holy shit, Suzuki. You run home.
Such a good movie.
Ooh,
What's that?
Fuck, here we go. Fucking Cubs hit a 3-run homer against the Phillies here. Now they're down by 2. They were getting their ass kicked. So whatever. Cubs are in last, Pat. Sucks. Last by like a game or 2. Fell apart. Anyways.
Just a little late.
You saw that was Charles Kane, didn't he?
Yeah.
I've had enough of your abusive attitude.
Did you ever see the one where Papa Smurf took a crunch and beat the shit out of a guy with a red hat? Did you see that one?
No.
What's that from? Oh, Summer Rental.
Spanish for Charles.
Oh God, I love him in Volunteers. Tom Tuttle, Tacoma, Washington. Great movie. Remember Bridget Nielsen had a go around with Flavor Flav. They made a reality show about it. Did they? I don't remember that.
Flavor Flav?
Do the Humpty Hump.
Fuck. Cut my leg. Shit. Jason. I love this whole ending sequence, though. He's going to get the trench coat on Billy, right?
Yeah, this is definitely a way to go out. Billy, we really got to talk.
I'm going to go out on a limb here, Sarge. See, trucks. Flavor Flav, wasn't that the MTV reality show where they all lived in a house, right?
I don't know. I mean, I remember Flavor Flav. I love how they make it look so smoggy, and it is so smoggy when you're
It
out
is.
there.
It's so good. Yeah.
It is.
I'm going. What are you, nuts?
Billy, we really got to talk.
The hell is this? Fuck Rambo. Oh, that comes up. That's later with the rocket. All good sequences here, Pat. All good stuff.
Man, I was shocked that Stallone allowed Nielsen to be in Creed 2 until he saw what they did with the character.
Yeah, that was weird, Matt.
Yeah, it's true.
In all fairness, I think Stallone kind of, with all due respect, he probably realized like the story is more important than fucking publicity, marriage, stupid press bullshit. Yeah, of course, she's not in it super long, but I think she does. They make her look pretty lousy in an understandable way.
This is like my son's wet dream.
What?
All this shit. My son is a friggin'
Got one
gun
of
nut.
these, Billy? Fucking cops. Fuck them. Fuck.
Raise your hand if you're still with us tonight. Look at this. We're closing in on almost three and a half hours. Got 15 minutes left, and
Dude, we've done great, Pat. This has been fun, right?
This has been great. I was hoping maybe Joe would have popped in for part 2, but I guess he's probably tired.
What are you, nuts? Pull the connecting wire. Axel's going to be in trouble here. You still got that thing? Looks like you fucked that one up, didn't he?
Yeah, but he helped Axel.
Yep.
It was the right move. I didn't even know it. It's funny when he came out now with the trench coat on, shooting. He looked like what do you call it? Harold Ramis on the cover of that shooting magazine at the end of Stripes. Yeah. Didn't he?
I just want to go back to my hotel room and have a bunch of sex.
And have a lot of sex.
Good shot by Taggart. There you go. Oh God, this whole thing here with the fucking rocket here is so good.
A Saturday Night Fever Staying Alive watch party. That would be. I'd do that. Hey,
that would be interesting.
That'd be interesting.
Oh, wow.
Why you gotta touch my hair? Why you gotta touch my hair?
This is so good. He's gonna drop the fucking thing. Oh shit. Fuck Rambo.
Fuck Rambo.
Isn't this great, Pat? This is good stuff, right? This is just. You remember when was the last time you saw this? You think?
Oh God, Evan. Honestly, it's got to be over 20 years.
You remember very well, don't you? Though.
Truthfully, yeah. Oh yeah.
Matt, you
This
hit
is
the nail on the head. This is Tony Scott at his finest.
random fact. Read a draft of Beverly Hills Cop 4 where Billy was the opening death that Axel came to investigate. Thankfully, not what they went with. Yeah, because that's too predictable.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah.
want to do that. That was the early drafts. That's right, Matt. It was. What have you done here, Taggart? Tell me. Oh, shit. Hold on a second, Pat.
Yeah, we got 11 minutes left. Look at that. And a double
Capaldi.
feature. Science fiction double feature.
That was a big mistake.
We have ways of making it talk, Mr. Foley. Bridget being a hard ass. Look at her. Great ass. Hard ass. She was good to go in her day, man. Ooh. Easy on the eyes. Nice shot. That's some, oh God, some killer freaking car scenes. That shit blowing up. Don't think so, Bridget. Women. It's just Stallone wanted to do that at one point. Take her ass out. Billy Badass.
No, Pat, does Bridget Nielsen like sell huge when she gets shot and goes off at like the wall? She's like,
Yeah, she does.
what have you done here, Taggart? Tell me. This is a great scene. So good, right?
And I'm curious, why are we in Beverly Hills and he's got a freaking a scarf on?
Yeah, he's been wearing a scarf the entire time almost. You're in jail, buddy.
Sticking it. Oh, fuck you. You're fired.
You're right. Now I'm thinking of Boogie
Axel
Nights.
says,
Pat.
Axel says you got a great big cock. May I see it?
Thank you.
Thank you.
This guy's got to be dead by now. I shouldn't say that. He's probably passed by now, right?
I don't know. I really don't know.
I'm looking him up because the ref is good though. Thank you, Sydney Bernstein.
What's great is they stuck it right to him because he was such a prick. Matt, take care, man. Thanks for hanging out. I get the fuck out of here. Later.
Thanks, Matt.
Hopefully we'll see you have a great 4th of July. If we don't see you, and
Yes.
hopefully we'll see you on Sunday.
Robert Ridgely is the actor's name.
Right. Yep.
Man, Pat, he had to have died right around the time Boogie Nights was made. He died in 97.
Did he? He's been dead that long. Probably why you haven't seen him in anything.
It's one of his last movies, Pat. That and Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal. Is Lito messaging us?
Oh, was he? I heard my phone go off.
Just saying the new cop movie's getting favorable reviews. Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'll be checking it out probably tomorrow night.
He hung up.
For those that want, like I said, I'll be live tomorrow night, hang out. Then after that, I'll probably pour myself a stiff cocktail and watch Beverly Hills Cop. Axel
And you know what,
Foley.
Pat?
Ahmed
If anybody's
Foley.
up really late at night, Pat, maybe if anybody's up really late at night after you watch it, we could go late night.
A
Just
late night live stream of it.
do a live stream of our
Reaction.
review of it.
You know what these people do? All these reactions, like the first time watches, which is a load of horse shit, because I'm sure they've seen these movies before.
Oh, we're gonna do reactions because what time do you think you're gonna watch that? Probably 10 or 11 o'clock at night. I'll be up.
Probably, yeah, because I'm going to do, what do you call it? I'll do the live stream and be like an hour and a half at the latest, if that. I was shocked at how long we did last time. Then after that, I love the YouTube channels that do those first time watches are like, oh, bullshit. You watched the fucking movie. Stop it.
I'm not gonna look it up my phone, but this is one of the real life other producers of the film with the long hair here. Who's that black guy?
That is Beverly Hills Cop 2. Look at that. Back to back. 1 and 2.
Let us know what you think. Do you like 1 better? You like 2 better?
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm a 2 guy.
I'm a 2 guy. Yeah, I think a 2's made its way to the top again.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat, I'm glad we had some people in the chat. I know it's not the horror type of chat, but we still had some people in there, so that's awesome.
No, I appreciate everybody hanging out. I mean, it was a long stream, but approaching 3 hours and it was just 3 hours, 33 minutes and 33 seconds to be exact.
We have our hardcore horror people, but it's
just nice to change it up every so often. We're
change
movie
it up.
fans. We're big horror fanatics, but we're also movie fans and cop and comedies too. So we'll do a couple quick shameless plugs. We'll get out of here. So if we want to go have a quick smoke. So let's see. So anybody interested in becoming a channel membership? Memberships are here. Support the channel. We'll be doing some giveaways and all sorts of happy horse shit on the channel. We did our top 5 patriotic movies on the podcast the other night. So our standalone video of our top 5 patriotic movies will premiere on 4th of July in the morning. Be sure to check out our top 5 patriotic movies. I did my Love Gun Turns 47, which was the other day, which is Sunday.
Yeah.
And you Kiss fans, we're going to talk some live Kiss tomorrow night. So bring your Kiss questions, Kiss chat, anything you want to talk about, music, anything, porn. I'm up for anything. Did I say porn? And provided I don't go camping, this is still on. I'll know tomorrow, depending on what the wife wants to do. If I don't go camping, Friday night we'll do our Tales from the Dark Side watch party.
Or screw it, Pat. We're just going camping. I'll meet you.
Let's just do it. I'm going out happy. Go check out my top 10 albums of 76. Gonna work on 77 next week. And we're live every Sunday night with the podcast, and on Tuesday nights, obviously, for our watch-alongs. Streaming on these platforms. If you want to just listen to us and don't want to see our sexy bodies, make sure you
How much?
subscribe to the channel. Go check out the group on Facebook. And Joe, who couldn't make it with us tonight, go check out his channel on YouTube and his Facebook group. All right, let's get the hell out of here. Well, it's 10:45. I can sneak outside. So everybody, thank you. This was
get these
awesome.
kids to bed and try to meet up with Mr. Pat.
Like, comment, subscribe, all that happy horse shit. Let us know in the chat. What did you guys think of these two movies? And then after you watch the new movie, let us know what you thought of Beverly Hills Cop, Axel Foley. We'll probably be talking about it. I'm sure we'll be talking about it this Sunday. And we'll see where it goes from there. So everybody, you hang out real quick. We'll say a quick goodbyes afterwards. Thanks, everybody, for hanging out for our epic stream.
Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow night. Later.